Can you hear me now? There we go. The perfect start, huh? The perfect start. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We all doing well? Have we all cleared our schedules for finals day? It's a long day. It's a long day. Similar length to yesterday. 4 games. Last one's going to be a best of 7. Let me make sure everything is working, ticking over, all that jazz. I really wish I could watch today, but if I go to bed now, I can get up just in time for the finals. Maybe worth it. Maybe worth it. Thank you, Plum.
Finally caught up on the games. Best weekend of our in a long time.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think that's very much for sentiment everywhere, I guess. When was the last time we had a tournament that was this consistently good? Hold on, let's see. Oh. Maybe BlizzCon Day 2? Yeah, I mean, this one's really delivered. Like, let me bring up while we're waiting. There we go, schedule. Oh, wait, hold on. We got clean feed action yet? Not yet. Back to the bracket. Yeah, so I don't know. I think anticipation for today. Let me get you a zoom on this. Anticipation for today is this game. 5 mapper for sure. This one I think might actually be our most one-sided of the day. I think there's a real chance we're in 3-1, 3-0 territory in T1's favour. And I think it's set up really nicely, right? We get this big EMEA clash and a major event, and we get this big Korean clash between T1 and Falcons, and then what it means is we're guaranteed this will be Korea versus EMEA, and this will be Korea versus EMEA as well. So we get 2 cross-regional fixtures to close out the day. I know the third place match is always a bit but it's decent money on the line, so I think that, you know, 40k difference between 4th and 3rd. Yeah, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good. Plus, I think even forget about the money for a second. If you're whichever one of Qadsiah or Twisted Minds lose, I think you really want to get in top 3 at an event. I know it's only one position, but getting top 3 at a major sounds so much nicer than getting top 4 at a major. Really nice ease. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, it's my speciality. Yeah, no, I don't think there wasn't a third place match last year. It was just we just went straight to the grand final. Yeah, I am British. I live in Nottingham currently. Hold on, should I get some version of Nox going as well when I'm thinking about it? My pen work when I'm also thinking about that. It sure does. Why am I British? Luck of the draw. Where's Big Hunter? Knocking. What do you mean? Yeah, luck. Bad luck, good luck. What's my favourite tea? Don't really drink tea. That sounds a stereotypically un-British thing to say. But, I mean, I'd have it. I wouldn't spit it out, but it'd never be my option. I'd probably, honestly, I'd just have like water or a Diet Coke. I'd have coffee if I really needed one. Favourite thing from Greg's? Yeah, just a sausage roll. It's a classic. Yes, today we'll have the finals as well. Only the grand finals of best of 7 as well. Shout out to YouTube chat. Get those likes going as well. We hit an unprecedented 300 odd likes yesterday. We're currently at 1 like on YouTube, so let's get closer to that 300 number. Favorite sugar-free soda is Diet Coke. Meal deal. Normally just like I get asked this one so much. It would be like a chicken and bacon, or like a chicken when they do like the roast chicken stuffing and cranberry around Christmas. Those are the best ones. Do you think? Do you know why they didn't go Midtown Bap Weaver? Yeah, I mean, I'm less concerned about the map, really. I was more surprised they didn't play the Weaver. I think they really could have played for Weaver on Blizzard World. I was more surprised at the comp choice than the map choice, I think, from GK. But then they also they just play bad map 5. No, I don't really drink any full sugar drinks. Best beer? Probably what I drink the most at the moment is Modelo. That's sort of Modelo or Moretti. Moretti is good. Moretti's also like really commonly available as well, so that's normally my go-to. No cider, no. Stella Artois. Stella Artois. I don't know what it is about Stella, but it's like it's a hard drink. It's you can't drink. I couldn't drink Stella all night. Like Asahi clears. Fucking I mean Asahi's nice. Expensive though. How do you think EMEA go in Stockholm? I think they were carrying this momentum, was it completely meta dependent? I think the meta is a huge factor. I think you watch some of those Twisted Minds maps, you know, where they have to play up against Jumbin's ball and such. And it actually looks so fucked. Right? Even in a meta that favors the comp, it looks so fucked. So I think a lot of things have lined up. Thank you for the likes on YouTube, guys. We're approaching double figures. We'll be at the moon soon. So I think it's hugely meta dependent, but map pool helps. Lots of things have lined up nicely for EMEA, but you need that a little bit, you know. Which Overwatch tournament which major Overwatch tournament has been won by a team where the meta doesn't favour them, right? So, and then here's finally EMEA's turn. Map 1 looks winnable. Yeah, I mean, even though I predicted TM to win beforehand, after that Lijiang Tower, I was like, fuck, they're going to get cooked along the road now, just map picks. Why isn't OWCS moving to 2 bans? Well, the ban system was put into OWCS first, right? Or we trialed it first? I feel like we did it first, right? If I got my timelines right. I think 1 ban is enough. I feel like if you go to 2 bans, you get into this weird situation where the first couple of maps are fucking really... Everyone's going to have to play some really sort of weird stuff. And then once... You're going to run out of bans really quickly. You know, like when we get to like maps 4 and 5 and we're sort of starting to run out of bans already. What if we double the bans? It's going to go so quickly. Thanks, Kai.
Too many ads.
Too many ads? Don't worry, mate. You're safe now. You're safe now. What makes Brawl so good right now? A combination. RAM, it probably is just for best tank. Why do mods get ads? You gotta pay to work here, Kai. Why is Brawl so good right now is the question, wasn't it? So some of it is just the map pool we happen to be playing, but also I think Ram is in an insane place. Winston's in a pretty weak place. Anna being in a weak place, I think, is a strong thing as well. I think the bans make dive quite awkward as well, realistically. what teams want to play is kind of a version of what Crazy Raccoon play, where they play the Anna and the Ball or the Anna and the Winston. And you can always, if you can't mess with one, you can mess with the other if you're the opposite team. So I think that really sort of that messes up a lot of dive if you are playing against a non-dive team. If you're just against another dive team, then both teams will just be happy to play it, whatever, you know. But yeah. Yeah, Cass in a good place, Framer in a good place, all help make Winston harder. Am I bugging? I don't know, Zinfia. It doesn't have like a sub icon next to your name. That's about all I can tell you. I've got no more information for you. Why is T1 favored? Because I think they can do it all. All you know, like think back to that Atlas. They can put teams in the same situation. Like the Twisted Minds, the Qadsiah as that. Plus, their talent level's just insane. Donghack, best tank in the world. Proud, up there with hit scans. Maybe Qadsiah had a better tournament so far, but you know, there's still one big day left. And yeah, the backline is insane. Manipulate. So I don't know. I think T1 just have all the talent and they can play all the comps. I think what's better for T1 than a lot of these other teams is I think T1 will be the most competitive of all the Korean teams if we end up in sort of like an Orisa type ground tank mirror or something like this. Do you think T1 would sweep? I don't think they sweep. I think T1 win. I think I'll redo them quickly. I did them last night. My predictions were 3-2 Alcad, 3-1 Falcons, which makes this a TM versus Falcons, and that makes this a T1 versus AliQ. I think TM actually get third out of this. I think TM can really beat Falcons. I think of all, you know, we talk about T1 Crazy Raccoon giving Twisted Minds these really awkward maps. Falcons don't give them any awkward maps. So I think that could really be in TM in third place. To be fair, of all the games, this first one, this is really 50-50. And then T1 Alcad. I just worry it gets away from Alcad. Like, I really want Alcad to win. It would be insane if an EMEA team can win the major. But have to say, T1 look for business. I think like Zest, really good on Venture, can play the sim as well, so they can match in a lot of these situations. They can play a Venture, which has caused these EMEA teams problems as well. So yeah, I think they've got, especially best of 7, I think they've got enough to get past them. Been saying Libtor and Quartz best hit scans in the game. Yeah, they're both insane. I think Quartz has had the more impressive performances so far. But I think Qadsiah also haven't needed it as much, if that makes sense. I like Twisted Minds have had to fight and scrap for a lot of their, like especially mainly that quarterfinal, they had to really fight for that one. Whereas Qadsiah, like the Geekcake one was just kind of ugly, and then the Virtus Pro one was kind of easy. So obviously we're going to see him go toe to toe today. No hope for Falcons? No. I mean, you can never count out Falcons, but if you ask me to predict it, I'm predicting against them. Yeah, 4 games today. So yeah, we'll do TM versus Alcad first, and then T1 v Falcons, then the third place, and then the grand final. Is this live now? We're starting at about 50 minutes, so we've still got plenty of time. Not a rerun. Any plans for stage 3 coaching? No. That's how it says rerun still? No, it doesn't. It says OWCS drops. Copper refresh. Oh, you went. Yeah, it's probably just not updated if you've been on the tab the whole time. All right. We're zooming up in likes on YouTube as well. Good job, YouTube. Is TU still the team? Yeah, sure. Until further notice. Hey, King Squid. When does the rerun stop? It all blurs into one, you know? It's all just content slop. So I think... I think therefore I am. Yeah, I just sort of lost my train of thought. Streamers live, chat as a rerun. No, but for the TU spot, if you need to keep 3 players to keep the spot is how the ownership is determined and whether it carries on or not. So if 3 players stay in any form, they get to keep the spot. I thought it was free, no? Drop should be enabled. I don't know when we go from day 3 drops to day 4 drops. And there we go. From the horse's mouth, we're running it back for stage 3. Here we go. TU back on top. Day 4 already on? Alright, beautiful then. It's been on day 4 for about an hour? Lovely. I can't find a link. I don't know where the link to the drop will be, but 4 is the big one, right? There's loads of... Is there like a bunch of different skins available today, I think? Team are beating out CAD. I mean, this one is so hard to predict, right? Like, I think, did someone post it on Reddit or something, like, for head-to-head? Oh, I'm gonna get rid of these now. And that's cool, 170k viewers. Is that including co-streams? Oh, is it not? I thought it was going to link me to the specific thing. It's a 40k difference. I think it's 60k for 4th, 100k for 3rd place. It's 7-4 to Alcad or something. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds about right. Look at the comment. Damn, that's huge. Honestly, if that's the case, we're breaking 200k. That'd be cool. Teaming out the villains in a lot of eyes. So a ton of people will tune in hopes for seeing them get stomped. T1 is looking to gain its highest amount of club champion points from Overwatch, so a good amount of Org fans are going to be tuning in to see that. Aren't T1 doing shit in the club points? I don't super care about it, but I was looking at it the other day. And I feel like surely T1 are just fuck it. I think T1 are shit in the bed. They're not on the first page. That's a bad sign. There we are. Bottom of the second page, 19th. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess if you're 19th, you'd probably want a lot of points. Today. It's like a over-analysis here. People cheating because the games are good. First place is it 500,000? Or am I making it up? 400,000. So yeah, these are obviously everything else is filled in, but this is what the teams are playing for today. So, not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. Wait, was there... Wait. Do you guys remember seeing this? This Sonny MVP stuff? When did this happen? Why am I just not paying attention? I don't super remember. It's the end of each day? Oh, maybe I'm just sort of off the tab and clocked out by then. Do you get anything for being like the day 1 MVP or the day 2 MVP or anything like that? Just not locked in enough? I mean, I believe it by the end of the day. Only the finals MVP. Do they still do it? Is it 50 grand still for the grand final MVP? Or is it tournament MVP? I forget which way around it is. We have a last comment. 2 shots. Cheers. How are TM the villains? Beating them by abusing a dishonest meta. I don't understand. I mean, we're not going to get... Let's not get into the whole thing, because I feel like we've done this... We've done a version of this conversation so many times, right? But I don't understand how something is honest and dishonest in this sense, right? Like, I feel like if I wanted to make a dishonest play at the Esports World Cup, that would be like, you know, I pull out Qadsiah's monitor cable, right? That would be dishonest. If I pulled out Qadsiah's monitor cable, I think we can all agree that would be dishonest. But if I just play a hero in the game, that's enabled. Seems like I'm kind of playing by the rules fair and square. Honest Overwatch is when I like the meta and my team wins. Dishonest is when that isn't happening. Yeah. Just entirely results-based analysis. It's like, wait, how long do we have? We have 40 minutes. Should I go on a rant? Not really a rant. There was one thread I saw on Reddit, and I know we did some Reddit last night, but there was one thread I saw on Reddit. That really pissed me off. Did anyone catch this one? Anyone catch this one about, am I the only one who thinks the Overwatch... Oh yeah, that one, Nev. That one was like... It pissed me off, but it was like too dumb to really be annoyed, you know? It was just like, what are we... Just everyone just making stuff up, you know? So, I mean, the first part is just the entire... Everyone, like, obviously, like, I'm not saying the format was perfect either, and I can talk you through maybe what they should have done instead. Get the pen out and grade it. But the entire tone, I guess... And I think sometimes people... One thing I dislike a lot about these conversations is... Oh, wait, is the clean feed live? Wait, hold on. Let me just sort the clean feed before we go on this. But one thing I dislike about these conversations is... Chill out. Chill out. One thing I dislike about all these conversations is people get really... I'm just going to mute it, actually. People get really... People believe there's sort of like a right and a wrong answer. Almost. Or there's like an objective thing where some of this is always going to be personal preference. But when people start getting like really emotional about a tournament format, it's an interesting conversation, and obviously we want the tournament format to be good, you know? But yeah. So let's just go through it point by point, I guess. I'll try and I won't read the whole thing to you. I'll try and TLDR it a little bit for you. Every part of the format is horrible. Everything with the LCQ was run to seeding to how the group stage, in quotation marks, was run to having a single in bracket, blah blah blah. Let's start with the LCQ. Horrible. Thank you, Lobster Lover, for the 5 months. Appreciate it, mate.
Face with bags under eyes emoji.
Is that the... How'd you get that emoji? It's not even showing on my end. Can we see this text instead of my face? You certainly can. Sorry, I forgot to swap it back. So, okay, yeah. So LCQ, horrible. Could have been really hype competition for a few teams from each region. That made us blah, 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 blah. Instead, we got a whole tournament of complete slop played by the locals until we had one match that actually mattered in the final. So much wasted potential and worth nothing. It was single elimination vote in this case because literally only one match mattered. That is fine. All right. Yeah, I agree. The LCQ was super underwhelming, and we can come back to that. We can fix that. Thank you, Ginger.
Last month Hunter got my money. Now it's your turn.
Thank you. My turn for custody of you. So, okay, the LCQ format, yeah, like the LCQ wasn't very exciting. It's like outside of the sort of last couple of games, and it can be better, right? Sure. All right, second thing, Weibo got absolutely screwed by their group. Obviously, when making groups like this, there will be some teams that get a worse group than they deserve, but we should save that for third seeds and only if absolutely necessary second seeds. I don't think any first seed from one of the four regions should be put in that position, especially when it would be trivially easy to decide on more fair groups. I've seen this line of argument so much. I'll finish it. Also, while we're out complaining about groups, why in the world were two #1 teams from the major regions put in the same group? Doesn't that seem stupid? And why do we have two Korean teams in the same group? We have enough teams to fix both of these problems, but seeding was just done so badly. I seriously could create better and more fair and probably overall more interesting groups with minimal effort. Right. So the problem with this is when everyone says they could make fairer groups, right? That's not how you make groups, right? What? Because I feel like what everyone is pitching when they say stuff like this is that you would wait and see which 16 teams qualify, and you'd go, cool. Now I'll power rank them and put them in order. But why, oh why, would you want an individual to power rank these teams for seeding, right? Would you really want someone at Blizzard or someone at the Esports World Cup or someone at Overwatch Esports to sit there and decide the order based on their feel of how good the teams are? Absolutely fucking not, right? Absolutely not. You want it to be based on previous results as best as possible. You know? Like, the idea that, well, I could make fairer groups is like, no, you don't talk about the groups. Talk about how it should be seeded. Right? Because that's the important thing. Because everyone sort of complains, and I think this guy maybe does it as well, complains about, like, the Falcons position, right? Of 4th place. You know, how have, let me do it in the group view. Oh, yeah, I'll put them all on group view. Okay. Because people complain about Group A, right? And Group A is tough. There's no getting around that. Oh. Hold on. No. Come back. Come back. I'll give it a second. Can you hear me at all still? Wait, let me know if you can hear me as well, YouTube, because Twitch is having problems right now, but let me try and diagnose the problem. Are we back? Hold on, it's still saying it's red, which feels like a bad sign. It says I'm hitting like 20k again now, like upload. Can hear me? Loud and clear? Steady? If I do moving? Still on here. Cam lag, but voice good. All good on YouTube? Okay. Sound is fine, laggy screen though. Okay, it seems to have stabilized now. Okay. Alright, feels like we're back. Alright. It was fine. It's been fine all weekend. I restarted it before the thing as well. So hopefully that was our one hiccup. Cool. What I was going to say is the idea is that Falcons are too strong a team for this, right? And, you know, I mean, obviously, literally, Falcons are finishing top 4 at this event, right? Um, this whole idea that Falcons are a top 4 team seems pretty true, right? Because they are quite literally top 4 at this event. But in reality, this is for Korea 4th seed, essentially, this Falcons team, right? But I feel like if I go back in time, if we travel back in time and say, should we automatically seed the Korean 4th seed as a top 4 team? I feel like that's not true at all. Because if I go back to what is this, stage 1? Stage 1. Yeah, I guess it was sort of single. We don't know as well. It could have been Falcons, could have been Way. Oh, thank you, James Hannay. Thank you for the 11 months. Yeah, you know, it could have quite easily been Way or something, and then I think... Actually, no, yeah, 4th place team? Yeah. Let's presume Falcons would be above or something, right? Then it would be Way as the 4th place team. And would we feel the same... would we feel the same way if it was Way? Would we have said, if we had this Esports World Cup after stage 1, would we have said Way should be the 4th highest seed at the Esports World Cup? Because I wouldn't. You know? And I feel like actually if we go through history, the idea that all these Korean teams, even to the Esports World Cup last year, right? How high a seed should Fnatic have been? Right? So I think the idea that all 4 Korean teams, all 4 Korean teams should have been the top 4. Yeah, it should be based on position. Exactly. So I think the way they did the seeding makes sense. And because lots of these complaints I see about the seeding are like, how'd they even fucking seed this? I don't know what they were even doing. This was all public information. The seeds are public. You can look at their seeding. You can see why they seeded the teams where. And then they did a group draw somewhat similar to the Champions League. But nobody ever talks about that part of the system when they are making their alternative pitch. You know? It is, yes, Warm, yeah. Oh, sorry, sir. Did you, Circles? Oh, thank you, Circles. Have some acknowledgement. So yeah. So I think the whole stuff about the seeding, I actually think the seeding was really fine. Seeding was really fine into the tournament. Somebody got screwed. The only thing I would change about how they did the seeding, right, would be the draw they did. The draw they did for the different groups. So if you don't know, what they basically did is they did Champions League system, right? So there's like Pool 1, Pool 2, Pool 3, and Pool 4. And then there's the top 4 seeds in this group. There's the 5th to 8th here, and there's the 9th to 12th here. And then there's the bottom 4 teams here, right? And then what they do the draw, and the groups are sort of randomly assigned. So you get, in each group, you get, let me change color, you get one team from here, one team from here, one team from here, one team from here. And I presume they did something to ensure that it wasn't just like NA first and second, like NA teams didn't end up in multiple groups. Now I know we did get Falcons in, but I feel like the LCQ is kind of the exception to this. So I don't know. I don't think the groups felt that bad. One group was always going to be particularly tough, you know? So yeah, don't feel that bad. So yeah, not buying into the seeding problem. Also, let's move on to the group stage format. My main complaint is that it isn't a group stage. You just played a few rounds of a really shitty designed double elimination bracket. I don't know why we're getting so hung up on the word group stage. Felt like a group stage to me. You know? So I don't know why we're so hung up on the word. Also, GSL brackets are fucking, like, this is like etched into the history of esports, you know? He means round robin, it doesn't overturn. Yeah. So yeah, GSL was great because obviously, maybe I am a bit of an old head, old school, or whatever you want to call it. So I really like GSL brackets. But what I like about GSL brackets versus a round robin type groups is what can happen in round robin is you end up with dead rubber games. You know, so for example, let's say in these groups, it was a round. Let me close Korea. Let me say it was a round robin, right? And depending on the order of the games, you know, Crazy Raccoon and Team Liquid could win 2 games and secure their spot in the top 2, and then Varro and Rock play each other, right? And then it's like, it's kind of a why are we even bothering type thing, you know? Rock and Varro are playing each other, but neither team can qualify out of groups, but the game still has to happen. Whereas in GSL, every game matters, you know? The upper games are important to get you and to give you that chance of finishing first in the group. And then, if I go back to the bracket view, you can see better, but then you get qualification game, elimination game, / qualification game. Like, all the games have meaning, and that's the most you can ask really out of a group stage. So I actually really like the GSL groups for this format. I prefer it to what we had last year with the round robin. So yeah, not on board with that at all. He goes on and sort of talks about it, blah blah blah. I actually sat down and drew up a bracket. As it turns out, you can literally not mention groups at all and just make a double elimination bracket, leads into a single elimination bracket, and the structural tournament looks the exact same. Why call it a group stage if it fucking isn't one? Fucking hell. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. It's just a format. An actual group stage would be so much better. Yeah, it would be longer, but not by much. Okay. Then goes on, complain, number of games, blah, 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 blah. And that's not the worst part, because then we move into single elimination. Single elimination is already a bad format on its own, because it just makes the whole tournament so extremely reliant on seeding. But also, in this particular instance, it's completely unfair. So, alright. The main difference we get between single elimination is single elimination is just as good a format for determining who the best team in the world is. What single elimination is worse at is determining the sort of exact power rankings of every team, right? For example, Crazy Raccoon have finished 5th to 8th. Are they truly the 5th best team at this tournament? Or is it really possible they could have beaten a couple of the other teams in top 4 on the other side of a bracket? Absolutely, right? You know? All possible. But in terms of determining the winner, it's still fair, right? It's still who's better on the day. All of that. So then he goes, okay, it's completely unfair because coming into the bracket, all the teams who are eliminated got 2 losses before they were eliminated, and half the teams of the bracket have 1 loss. This means that half of the teams of the bracket, the worst half of the teams, by the way, got a second chance, while the other half, the better half, got no second chances. Guess what format fixes that? A double elimination bracket. I don't know why people are so hung up on fucking second chances. Second chances this, second chances that. I mean, you get a second chance in the group stage, right? And I think you do kind of want a little bit of leeway at the start, you know? So, like, look at the TM situation, right? Really feels like it was nice having that bit. But give them second chances in the low stakes matches. Fuck it. It's fucking playoffs. It's a competition. You gotta win on the day. You gotta be the better team on the day. Also conscious as well, like, you know who's not complaining about the format? The teams. Including the teams that lost, you know? So yeah. So, I don't know. The idea of, like, I think, like, building in some kind of second chance into the group stage so teams can get settled and have a go and have a backup plan, etc. All of this. CS majors have the most hype esports events of our single limb. Yeah, exactly. I'll sort of wrap up at the end what I think the ideal is, and it is, for me, it is very close to what a lot of CS events do. Now you may be thinking, oh, but there just isn't enough time to do a full 16-team double elimination bracket. Don't you know how many matches that is? Well, yes, I do know how many matches it is. It's 30 matches. I mean, I can't be able to check. I'm sure one of you guys maybe know the math. Blah, 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 blah. Something, these two matches could have easily, I am skeptical of this math though, because I feel like when, you got to remember Esports World Cup is a day shorter this year too. So we've only got 4 days to work with. So yeah, I don't know. In terms of format, I think I have a better idea than all of this to fix the format, honestly. Well, I say fix the format, it doesn't need fixing, but like, here's my preference, you know? Blah, 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 blah. Those matches could have easily been put on in the day 2 B stream, which lasted for like half the time of the A stream, and literally, yeah, but the A stream also went on like 3 hours longer than planned. So that was like a on the fly decision. Literally nothing would change. You would still get your standard Saturday, Sunday streams being 4 matches per stream and with only 1 stream going. Is that right? I thought he was talking about double elim. Does he just want no group stage then? He wants no group stage and just one giant double elim bracket? Full double limb is never that many more matches than GSL into single limb, but not to say that double limb is the best thing ever. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too bothered about the math. I feel like this guy has already shown his hand a little bit. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Just wanted to scream this into the void and see if others agreed with me, because I really do love this esport and hate this format, both from a viewer perspective and as someone who values competition. Blah, 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 blah. Might not be able to see the staff for esports will come out of its own rules, blah, 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 blah. But I just hope that people agree with what I say. I just might see this and do everything to avoid this train wreck of a format. Like, fuck. Look, there's always going to be there's an element of personal preference in all of this as well, etc. But has this... has this been a train wreck? Like, I think it's done a real good job of giving us loads of exciting matches. The GSL groups, I think, was a really big improvement. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you wanted... Maybe we just all like watching train wrecks, I guess. Maybe it says more about us as for train wreck enjoyers. Has to be a Crazy Raccoon fan. Like, so, okay. Here's... Alright, how long do we have? Okay, we got time. Okay, I imagine people might be arriving soon. What the format should be, in my opinion, and again, just my opinion, personal preference, all of this, is what you do is the worst part of the Esports World Cup format was actually the LCQ. Thought it was a very underwhelming tournament. So what you do is you take the CS format, you ditch the LCQ, right? So the LCQ doesn't exist. Instead, that LCQ spot does just go to the 4th place career team. And if you have to insert an extra like a 3rd, 4th game or whatever in Korea to figure out who that is, fuck it, just do it. Not a big problem. Then what you do is essentially the format you have is week... Hold on, let me make this smaller. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Week 1, which was originally the LCQ. Then week 2 was the Esports World Cup itself, okay? What you do is on week 1, you send all 16 teams... You send all 16 teams to Riyadh. And then what you do is a big fucking group stage, right? But you don't put all the teams in that group stage. What you do is you give privilege to everyone who finished first in their region. So, Crazy Raccoon, because they were previous winners. T1 as the winners or the highest placed team behind Crazy Raccoon in Korea, like the technical Korea winners, since Crazy Raccoon already had a spot. And then Alcad, and then Kike, and then... No privilege for those regions, Juby. And then Weibo as well, right? So these 5 teams automatically qualify for week 2. And what you have then is the remaining teams, which will obviously be 11 teams. This goes into a big round robin. You play in this round robin. And then you can put it to, let's say you play a round robin, and then the top 4 teams or something go into a single elim or something like this. I need to figure out the numbers here, but basically you have 3 days from the LCQ to do a tournament to get your top 3. And then the top 3 go and join these teams, and then you have 4 days. You can even do a full double elim bracket. You can do 2 small groups if you want. You do whatever you want, you know? And you make this first week of LCQ. Yep, this first week of LCQ really, really exciting, right? And then you get to see, in this big 11-team group, you get to see loads of interregional competition. You get to see AG and Falcons, in this case, play a lot of the other teams. And you get to see EMAA and NA all play each other, everything like this. The top teams get privilege for winning their region, like a substantial advantage for being their regional champions. I think 5 out of 8 teams. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do less, I think what you would do is you don't give Crazy Raccoon a spot by default. You just take the career winners. So then instead, this would be, where's my eraser? So instead, this would just be pen. This would just be 4 teams going through, and this would be 12. You know, obviously, Crazy Raccoon would still get through in this specific example. And then you just have 4 teams go to join them. And that would be fair, which means T1 would be in this week 1 thing. And also, people saying about money, it doesn't cost you any more money because you spent 100k on prize pool for the LCQ. So take that 100k you were going to spend anyway on that, and instead, what you do, you take that 100k, and obviously you're paying for 16 teams, right? You were going to pay for these 16 teams' flights anyway, right? You did that for the main event. You're still paying the same amount for flights. Obviously, you have 1 week extra of hotels and stuff, but you have 100 grand for that. And if you get eliminated after week 1, then you are going to the airport, right? So that's what I would do. That's my ideal, but that's also not to say I think there were any I'm not like, this tournament format has been really entertaining, and I think even beforehand it looked fine. But that's what I would do, and that's mainly more of a fix to the LCQ than it is to the current format. And then you can do it very similar, because if anyone watches CS do something kind of similar, where quite often the events happen over week 1 and week 2. And then what you have in week 1 is you sort of have like a round robin or a sort of big group stage. X number of teams get out of that. And then for week 2, you sort of have these sort of like, the week 2 weekend is just this big high stakes single elim type thing. Like, I think that's what they've done at Cologne, right? They normally do, is it normally top 6, I think they do, in CS, or at least that's fairly common. But they take the top 6 teams and they go into a single elim bracket with 2 teams having a bye. And that's always super exciting. Really high stakes, means everything, blah, 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 blah. So I think you know, now it gives you, and this is more a fix for making something more valuable out of the LCQ, or something that means a little bit more, and a chance to see more interregional competition. As a Weibo fan, I'm very worried. What should they do for the next international event? I don't think you should be that worried. Like, I think actually, all things considered, I don't know if I'd say they did better. They maybe did worse, but they looked better on the comps that they should have been bad at. Like, I think the fact that Qadsiah came out and played a very competitive RAM with like players like Someone and stuff, this is actually big picture. This is good news for Weibo. Weibo have always been a team that will be competitive or like do okay on some of the ground maps, but then can dominate on these more dive orientated maps. Really hard compositions in this meta. Really hard compositions on this meta. Really hard heroes as well. Really hard map pool for it. So I think I wouldn't be too worried if you're Weibo. I think, actually, in a weird way, I think this is actually a promising sign for Weibo, even though the result is really not going to feel like that. Yeah, yeah, we were saying something similar earlier, Stormbreaker, of, like if we did this in stage one, it could have been Way, who were the fourth place team, and it wouldn't feel that crazy that they were an LCQ team. Yeah, in this particular situation, the group would have been identical, true. Did you see the post about Falcons dropping maps? Yeah. I'm not going to expose you guys to that one, because that was just absolute dribble. Do you think Mew is a downgrade? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think Mew is a downgrade to Lengtser. Especially, the nice thing about Lengtser was his ability to play all these other heroes. Like, you watch Rock, and his Kiriko's really good, his Brig is insane. You think back to those classic Anna Brig, Monk Lengtser maps that we saw at, like, the Overwatch World Cup and for Spark. I feel like, yeah, Mew's a downgrade for sure, especially when it comes to flexibility. I think it looked less bad over in the Hangzhou Major, because he was able to play mostly Lucio still. It was like a Lucio Kiri meta for the most part. And I think that's why Weibo did a lot better there. I can link it to you. Wait, hold on. I've got too many tabs open. It was, where was it? It was... I enjoyed that one anyway. Quartz Sense. Cheers. Where is it? Oh, this one, yeah. It's like, why do Falcons drop maps? And it was just, I don't know. This is it. I don't know. Just felt like some kind of dribbling, I'll link you. You can read it if you want, but it's just like, it's just nonsense, People are like making up a problem and then just making up solutions or making up reasons that they have happened. So it's all just nonsense. Like, let's see. It's kind of like a nonchalant arrogance in a way. Like, it feeds into a bit of the same idea as the previous thing we were looking at, right? Where it's like, it just feels like nonchalance or arrogance. Like, we just fucking lost a map, right? Like, like, you can lose a map. Sometimes you can lose it to arrogance, sure. Like, I think Chrissy's gonna talk about it on the podcast when we next record it, but I think you look at the Weibo map 5 versus VP and the Crazy Raccoon map 5 versus Twisted Minds. It doesn't feel like the teams were that prepared, losing a map, but that would be a version where I think you can make an argument for like hubris or arrogance or not doing proper research into your opponent, especially in that Weibo VP map 5 type thing. But I mean, if you drop a map, you drop a map. Also, it just takes it again. It's that sort of tendency to focus on the negative, right? Like, should we look at some of the maps Falcons have dropped? They dropped 2 maps to Weibo Gaming. Was this hubris? Or were Weibo good for it? They dropped 2 maps to Geeky. Hubris, or were Geeky just good for it? Right? Like, it's like this weird sort of concept that the Korean teams can only lose. They're so powerful, they can only lose. Even if they lose, it's only because of them. No one can actually take anything off them unless they implicitly give it to you. It's just, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. It's very much. Yes, I remember that one from July when someone was like, maybe Crazy Raccoon, who was they saying? Maybe they're just using Esports World Cup to practice for stage 3. And it's like, you have to be crazy. Like, I want to ram my head through a wall when you say that. They're using Esports World Cup to prepare for stage 3. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. I could buy it. Piss off, easy clap. Yes, I remember that one, Zis. Yeah, just about how they don't care anymore, blah, 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 blah. Like, fuck. Look, when I spoke to Moon and Pavan when I did the interview, right? Like, obviously, especially I think a lot of the Korean coaches, Korean players are always a certain way in interviews in terms of polite, respectful. You don't see too much, I guess, that could be construed as controversial or shit talky all that often, or when they do shit talk, it's normally quite playful. And again, this is like me reading between the lines, but I think the impression I got speaking to Pavan and Moon was, what's the example? So, okay, if you cast your mind back to the previous time I spoke to Moon and Pavan, right? And I asked Moon questions about how confident he is. Do you think a Western team can beat Crazy Raccoon or Falcons or anything like that? And Moon would say stuff like, like playful shit talk of just like, no. I asked Moon previously, who is the closest team to you in scrims? First time around at the major last year, I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was Esports World Cup last year. Moon says, nobody. Right? Which is a fun answer, right? Who's the best team in scrims? Nobody. This time, when I asked him who was the best teams, it was like, yeah, EMEA looks really good. OWCS are pretty good, stuff like this. So it's the difference, right? The difference is the important thing here. Same way when I watch like Kuffa's interview, I say watch Kuffa's interview, when I conducted Kuffa's interview, it felt like Qadsiah didn't have the same confidence here he did going into the previous major at Hangzhou. So it's like I think going into this tournament, Crazy Raccoon knew this would be a really tough one. They knew this was going to be a harder tournament. Liquid had no confidence either. Yeah, you can sort of, and again, it's always a dangerous game. Sure, like reading between the lines and trying to apply meaning to not just what people say, but what people don't say. But I think there's indicators there. And there's indicators there compared to how was Junkbuck in his interview? Reasonably confident, wasn't he? He seemed pretty sure they would do okay. He seemed so sure that he would do okay. He was willing to put his life on the line, right? He was willing to say the sort of thing he doesn't normally say because he had such a high level of confidence. So I think, yeah, you can see little bits here. So I think Korea were taking a lot of these teams quite seriously. Though there is still like the Weibo example and maybe the map 5 here as well do raise a couple of questions. Yeah, I mean, originally we were going to get Junkbuck before the Esports World Cup, but obviously with like the boot camps and stuff, everyone was like, it was quite hard to find a time that worked. All right. I feel like we're getting pretty close, right? Where is everyone? All right. Should I go grab a drink and then we can lock in? And then we can maybe talk about the game specifically, because we're going to kick off with OWCS. Let me leave this unmuted for you.
And it's not going to be about pushing the pace at all times. It'll be how do you respond to the enemy Symmetra teleporters instead. So this could alter the matchup a little bit.
No, yeah, there's a longer answer to this, but the short answer is Sejum is, I don't think Crazy Raccoon played that badly. I think there's maybe some question marks around some of the comp choices, but I think they actually mostly played really well. TM just played better. Like, Quartz was insane, right? Like, this is... this is the sort of performance that, this is what you need your players to do to beat these elite teams, right? You need them to have, like, some of the best games. But the whole team was insane. The whole team was insane. Hello. I'm just about to go get a drink, so you're in charge, mate.
Oh god, he's left me in charge. I wanted him to talk so I could like hear the audio and shit, but
Oh,
yeah.
What do you mean the audio?
Oh, well, I just need to like turn you up so loud that I go deaf so that then I can't hear Zoe talking in the back.
What do you want me to do? Just, like, example of speech?
No. Just go get a drink. Go
Alright,
get a drink.
alright.
Is the clean feed link the same every day?
Nope, it's in the group chat.
Ah, you're a god.
Right, we're back.
Morning, boys.
Morning, mate. What'd you say?
We got a lot of Twisted fans here, though. You know, talk to Fancy about it. We see the Twisted Minds HQ and the Boulevard.
Button on studio mode, bottom right.
Jake, we got to talk about the opposition on the other side of
let me do a little something here. We get a little clean feed going.
You know, I think for me, for Qadsiah, it's their versatility.
Is that you, Crispy?
Yeah, I just woke up.
How are we? Good morning.
I was out until like 4. I've come to watch,
Yeah?
clock in to watch some Overwatch.
I clocked in real early today so I could get a couple of viewers.
Love that.
Yeah, I was like spitting chips about my viewership yesterday, so I was like, I have to be live when the drop set comes on, or I'll get nothing.
I clicked on your stream and I saw you looping the fucking Smash gif over and over again. So there were so many like Smash gifs and so many Smash emotes. I have the one on Discord of him just like getting out of his chair and leaving.
This game is done.
Yeah. Do you see? I saw a clip on Twitter of like, VP had just lost yesterday and Ice is already getting a Smash lecture at the desk. He hasn't even
Yeah,
stood
it's
up
like-
yet.
The second Smash finishes the game, Smash is just fucking pounding into him like.
Yeah, bro. I would not want to be a tank player playing on stage with Smashed up behind me. That's all I'm saying.
Ah.
That's playing Overwatch with your life on the line. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he joins this roster, just completely revolutionizes how they play. He's done that.
So is it TM versus Alcad first, or Okay. It's just we just know it's going to 5 maps. No, has to.
I'm being told that they can see and hear everything behind me, so that's a good start, I think. Let's get his camera right. I don't think you can see the stage anymore now that I'm nice and zoomed, so that should be fine. Live stream looks fine on YouTube. If you could like the YouTube stream, by the way, fellas, that's really important for the discoverability, or like, I think, I don't actually know that, but yeah, likes go a long way. You could save a life by liking the YouTube stream, everybody.
I've got Qadsiah in this one. I think the flexibility is going to be the edge. I think Twisted Minds have come very far, leveraging a strategy.
Instant ad. Instant ad of the channel.
Is better prepared for it than Qadsiah themselves. They've mastered the strategy. They're also experts on the Symmetra, and there won't be an advantage from the comp in this series.
Did Lip pass the torch yesterday? I don't know. Quartz has been gunning for Lip for like 2 years straight. It's no different before. Lip lost at the World Cup to Quartz like 2 years ago, so nothing new here really. Quartz has been that good for that long. Quartz is Jaws is so fucking loud, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll actually have a word with the casters and see if they can keep it down today. Why you can tell Lemon Kiwi was studying the B stream VODs. She's using my lines. I was talking about this, about the old guard and the next generation, and now she's Did you VOD review the game earlier? I don't know how to do VOD reviews. I don't really know what's going on the screen. It's just a lot of colors to me.
Average Overwatch caster.
Yeah. I mean, ever since I made it into the establishment shit, it kind of changed the way I see the game.
No, you were going hard yesterday in the TM game. The caster was.
You reckon?
Yeah, maybe it's because you're in the arena, but you had real passion and volume in your
It's
voice.
it's
You
like,
can't replicate it
it's
from your
like-
bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I thought it sounded terrible, to be honest. Like,
No,
'cause
it
my
was
voice
good. It
like
was actually
good.
really good.
Oh, thanks for the follow again, Go with Piss Kink. Wait, this is Go with Piss Pink. Thanks for that. How's that? I cut off the top of my head. I'm bald now. All right, Frankie. Thanks for 5 bits. Jake Junkite Overwatch.
These are the names I hear you read out in your stream.
Hey, Dan. Thanks for the ad. You're welcome, Dan.
To this stage just 3 days ago, and now only 4 remain. It's time for our semifinals, and this time
my Discord binds. I have to redo them so I can mute my mic.
That's right, and it's going to be such a good one. It's the
That's like the worst thing ever about Discord is that it doesn't keep like keybind settings between accounts. Like, there's got to be like a setting to actually, well, there isn't a setting, but they should add a setting that keeps those keybinds globally. Makes them account wide.
I'll let him know, mate.
Absolutely. Let's find
Pass it on. Maybe I'll like put in the give us feedback form.
Yeah.
All year
It's a good way to get feedback, I hear.
History, this Saudi squad had the upper hand every time they met. Please welcome your EMEA.
So his blazer is nice. Yeah, it's the final day, so all the casters dress up for the final day. They like put on their A clothes. Hi, fan of Old Ocean EWC.
Wait, are you
By
not dressed
homosexual.
up? You're not dressed up for this?
I'm wearing shorts and a Carhartt t-shirt.
Wait, Crispy, did you not suit up?
Bro, I woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Wait, I'm checking Commander X's stream right now. Is he dressed up? Oh my god, he's suited high.
Are you suited up?
No way. It's a fucking black tie event and I've shown up in jorts. Like, this is so... It's cooked. God fucking damn it. Like... Come on, guys, like the YouTube stream. You can save a life.
Wait, like my YouTube stream as well. We hit over 300 yesterday, which was unprecedented. But now it has been precedented. We have to do it every time or we're failing.
Now that a precedent has been established, the status quo must be maintained.
Let's get this show on the road.
The YouTube streams have suits. Typical. Can you hear the crowd?
Well, they say, I think they're going to say, let's go Twisted. I
Yeah,
think
just screaming for Twisted.
the internal hierarchy is TM above Alcad in terms of local support.
Yeah, because TM are the World Cup champs. They're like the real hometown heroes for the region, I think. Like, they have the most fans by far, those guys.
What about
like the whole World Cup squad?
More than Falcons, would you say, as well?
I think Falcons have like big org recognition, but I think that like the players on Twisted have like an unreal amount of fans because of how they rep the Saudi squad. Like, they're actually Saudis on the team rather than Falcons, where, I mean, they have Majed, who's like the most famous, but he streams.
He's sitting next to you right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And TM have like the core of the Saudi World Cup roster as well, right? Like, these guys have been the main Saudi rep for so many years.
Yeah, I imagine it's the sort of thing that might not transition game. Like if we were just watching Mobile Legends Bang Bang or something. Then
I love
maybe
watching
Falcons would
Mobile
have
Legends Bang Bang.
It's more of an Overwatch thing, I guess.
Where is Greed? He'll show up, I'm sure. He'll wait until the game gets into it and I'm really passionate, then he'll fuck me.
Wait, who? Greed?
Tree.
Oh. Greed.
Greed.
The concept
That is
of
what he
Greed
said.
is going to show up partway through
That is what he
today.
said.
Alright, Lijiang Tower, Baraban from TM. Wait, did TM ban first, or is that just the way they're showing it? I would have thought Alcad have like
Probably just a prod error.
carry over pick and seeding.
Can you make your shirt collar look like it's not super stretched? Unfortunately, I have like a morbidly obese neck, so there's actually nothing I can do to stop it from stretching out the cotton. I'm already wearing a XXL. Crowd theory is going to be impossible. They're cheering for both. Oh, that's good.
It's like a real derby. It's actually going to be Saudi off. I mean, this just is going to map 5. Like, I think everyone knows. It always does.
I mean, we're going Saud for Saud.
100%.
It was, yeah, Quartz and Yubi were the World Cup DPS. Technically Lubter as well, but he mainly just played
What's up,
Baptiste.
Bap?
Yeah.
Legend.
What's the feeling then? My prediction was 3-2 Alcad.
I'm taking TM. TM 3-2.
I take Alcad 3-1.
Oh, 3-1.
I think Alcad are the stronger
it's a
team.
3-1 or a
but
3-2, but
I think Alcad are the
like-
stronger team, to be honest. But I'm taking the TM
Alcad's,
magic.
yeah, Alcad's a stronger team, but TM have like this outrageous aura for like an event like this. Yeah. They've actually like completely mastered the art of bullshit for a match like this. It's just gonna come in clutch for no reason at all.
Especially against
Alright.
Alcad.
I'm changing my spread. Bad Pachimari just spreaded Alcad, so I'm changing to Twisted.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Fuck's sake.
But it doesn't matter how much better Alcad is than Twisted. It'll always go the distance, and it's the same the other way around.
Who bans first? It should be Alcad. They showed for TM ban first, but I'm pretty confident Alcad, because they're at like the same part of the bracket and there's no sort of upper-lower type thing, it should just be original tournament seed.
I feel like TM might have banned first, because it was Pharah Ram, right? And I don't see why TM would ban Pharah if they're second banning. Maybe I'm wrong.
And this is going to be weird though, right? Because this is TM. This is like, of all the series, this is the one where TM have to worry about protecting DPS the least.
Yeah, that's true. Just two sim teams, just the handshake sim.
Because even if they do get one, you're going to have to face this sim ban at one point in the series, most likely anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be Alcad trying to lean more into like the Sojin Diva, right? That's how it normally goes. Alcad want to play Soj Diva and TM want to play like Ramcas or something like that.
Yeah, this is it as well. This is the hit scan showdown.
Yeah, Saudi hit scan versus Saudi hit scan. It's actually like
It could
the
only
true
be one in the
showdown.
finals. Yeah.
Bro, imagine if this was the finals. How generational of a grand final would that have been?
If you beat a team with better seed in playoffs, do you get their seed? No, I don't think that's how it works. I think it will just be original tournament seed.
But Alcad should have top seed then if they came out of groups as seed 1. I think that means
Yeah.
they ban first.
Well, they were higher seed in both ways as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had the higher tournament seed going in too. Alright, looking at some kind of Tower of Lijiang.
Will we see Diva?
You want some numbers,
Will we
Max?
see Sim?
Yeah, lay them on me.
17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12,
Works.
11. Working! Alright. And Alcad may sim their threatening out the spawn. We've seen them do this composition a few times before, and it can be an absolute diva fryer with that ram bam, but our Twisted Mind's a step ahead. They're starting on Zarya.
This is a classic unique genius situation where he's already read the composition for the side of Qadsiah, and they're just walking out on a counter. KSA, famous for his Zarya, he's taking a lot of damage actually, and he will just go down, even with something of a counter comp. Apparently Ziad not bothered whatsoever by the double beam comp, just walks right over, poor little Medi.
Yeah, when he was hovering Malga for a little bit beforehand, KSA, and I thought the Malga would have actually been a nicer matchup if they were expecting this sim May. The Zarya, though, so susceptible to some of those wall timings, but Ziad is out of mech right now.
Ziad losing suit is so crucial for Twisted, and they should be able to fully leverage a retake off the back of this. Lubter, he's not going to be able to stall the point properly with the block, and you can see Ziad is back in suit, but there goes the flip. Twisted Minds, they need to get Medi talked, but already KSA's in troubles,
Quartz from this angle on the left-hand side, free shooting, Ziad, half HP, Landon's low, KSA will finish that one, KSA gets traded for it though, trades left and right, Ziad is out of mech now, and Quartz still uncontested on this high ground position, good to get the pocket, good to clean up, and Ziad has to back it up once more.
Ziad backing it up. He's out of suit right now. He will go down in the end, not able to go back into spawn and play a little swap game. Funny Astro and Kellex head-to-head on the beat charge, but Landon a little bit ahead on Qadsiah Rush. That being said, Twisted Minds, all they need to do is just keep poking at spawn for a little bit, and they will have ult to match. Landon, though, knowing that he has that Qadsiah Rush ahead, you're going to see a very fast fight here from Alcad.
If they want to go, they're getting themselves onto point. TP is just a fake focus. Qadsiah Rush in their face. There's the wall behind it as well. TP doesn't get to KSA. Later beat from Kellex comes through as it's late, and KSA is ran over there. You saw them prioritizing that. Simple still doesn't have this Qadsiah Rush, and Checkmate has just ran over all of them. Support ult advantage converted.
Yeah, making it look easy for Alcad as they just take over with the double support ultimate. Now, it's a really dicey situation for Twisted Minds because the Mei can be so oppressive versus the Zarya. KSA still doesn't have that grab. He has to play so defensively in order to not be caught out by the wall timings. And Alcad with control, with a Blizzard and a Symbol for defense. Wait, Quartz! Already just picked in the neutral. Terrible for Twisted.
That's just a fight for free for Alcad as well, and means Twisted Minds, they can't go when they should in theory have advantage. Gonna be a big difference here. The Mayo and the Grav, both devastating ultimates. For Grav, a little bit easier to land, I think, than the Mayo in some of these. But Astro dies as well. All the opening picks going Alcad's way.
Twisted Minds just falling over before the fights can even begin. Libda and Checkmate both spamming across map, and Libda, I mean, we know he's a miracle merchant on the hit scan, but apparently his icicles are also homing. So Qadsiah 2 fights in a row for nothing. Here comes the push time, and KSA is already being bullied just by poke. Bubble already spent. UB TP's on. Symbol comes out. Boop from Kellex, not going to find any kills, but the walls of mirrored Zav.
Walls on point. KSA looking for this grab. Libda looking for the Blizzard. Just going to wait these walls out. Qadsiah Rush is traded first. Libda's going to swing around right-hand side looking for KSA. One bubble has been forced. More pressure onto KSA. Chance for the Blizzard. The wall comes through. No escape. The grab is out in response. Self-destruct there though. UB kills 2 with the grab. Ziad trades it with the bomb though. Overclock though from Quartz. He gets 2. He's cleaning it up.
Quartz with the kill feed filled with delight as again Twisted Minds dominating here. Quartz, you get him on an angle on the high ground, you give the man an overclock, and what you will receive is a Qadsiah first team wipe at 90% on either side of the round. Utter nonsense. Qadsiah now, they have even ults, beat for beat right now, and Ziad already in a lot of troubles. Libda ice block forced.
Ice block force, having to back it out. B comes out. Astro's going to get the later beat, catches everyone. KSA fully talked, just going to prioritize UB with these bubbles. Ziad is deep behind. They're trying to chase him down, but Ziad has regrouped with his team. So beat trade gains no progress for Alcad.
Beat for beat, but nothing in response. Qadsiah, they've got nothing on the horizon either. So really, they have to play slow, but there's no time. TP from Checkmate is a miss. It's face-to-face with the Zarya. Yubi, he's 80% on the Symbol right now, but Landon, he needs to kite out. He needs to get that rush online.
KSA, low, half HP, pressure coming through from Ziad. They're going to kill KSA before the fight. No Symbol to respond with quite yet, and they might be forced just to back it up here. They're chasing down Astro. Lubta's good for a second cleanup. Yubi gets the trade onto Checkmate, which will help. But TM, they have to rush this retake so much. Oh, late kills.
TM only 10%. And KSA Simple, they both go down in the choke. KSA's coming back on ball. Ziad blocking the right-hand side. Heavy rocket spamming into Medi. He might get the touch. He won't get it. And Twisted Minds, they're going to go down in this first round.
Doesn't make it. Woo! Hands in the air.
Landon.
I think the Zarya is actually so hard in this matchup. I'm not really convinced that Zarya is good into that. I feel like they're just running him over, right? Like the wall and the Diva in his face. He's really relying on the TP and the amp to get him out properly.
I mean, to be honest, I think they could have won it. Like, they struggle a little in the neutral when it gets caught out, but at the same time, like, grab fight is, like, insane for them, and, like, Zarya can counter out so much of Libda's Blizzard and whatnot. The problem is they lost, like, 50-60% of the round to just, like, random picks in the neutral before anything had happened, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, I guess so much time for that last retake, right?
Yeah, I think when they get going, the comp is good, but like you're saying, I think it's just so hard for them to get into the fight. Like, he got run over pre-fight twice, but I guess he's sticking with it.
Yeah, playing the Zarya again here will be both teams meeting on middle. KSA playing around the pillar, Alcad going to position inside the dojo, so team will just swing and take point control.
TM, they have point control right now. You can see KSA, he's leaning to the open space. He doesn't want to get caught out by a wall early on. All of these chokes on the point can be deadly for him though, so he's got to be very careful. First TP comes out from Checkmate. It's on the point. It will be broken, but Qadsiah, they're just slowly stepping forward. Wall is blocking backliners, but Funny Astro with a massive boot. UB first to fall.
Yubi's going to go down, player advantage as they walk over point. KSA is fully beamed and Ziad's been demech though, so it's not quite over yet. Quartz gets to the Mega though, can start re-peeking soon, but KSA isolated on point while this happens. He gets taken down, Quartz with a trade. Not out of it yet, no Diva to mark Quartz here, so he can just keep swinging and playing the fight.
The fight is even, but Qadsiah, they have leveraged the flip through all of this. Qadsiah went down so close to the beat, and now the flex supports are even on charge. Simple on the brink of a Kitsune rush, but Lubda, he's going to zone him out of the fight with a headshot, and Qadsiah, he's going to fall again. Ziad, he's already back in suit, so Qadsiah, they're really closing this one out. Beat from Qadsiah's lander will go down. It is a 4v4 yet again. Ziad loses his suit to KSA. The Kitsune rush from Simple, allowing KSA to absolutely juice damage. Beat online for Bunny Astro, but he's not even going to need it. It's Twisted Mind's clean house.
So important for Twisted Minds that they can keep this Zarya alive. Very much the same way we speak about the Sim. If you get the Sim alive, mid to late fight can take over with that high beam. The Zarya is the same here. And even though Kellex had that faster beat, he had that advantage for most of the fight, got loads early on. It's for Kitsune Rush that ends up turning it. They're going to TP to point now, Alcad. Kitsune Rush to start forcing a flip, but grab available for KSA any second. And Quartz again!
Mega opening pick from Quartz, but they continue to invest. Checkmate throws up the symbol, landed with the rush. They're pressing out. KSA is in trouble, but he's just hiding on the pillar. Quartz finds Ziad's mech as well, so it's already a 5 versus 3 essentially. Qadsiah, no legs on this push as Quartz pushes deeper inside, chasing down Kellex. Checkers, Land, and Ziad, they're all going to fall. This is a massive fight win for Twisted Minds. Only cost them their DPS ultimates.
Yeah, mirrored the sim wall, Kitsune Rush over top in exchange for that overclock. Pretty good trade. They're going to hold close now, and they have the grab and beat advantage. Everything really on Lubda's Blizzard in all of this. They need to force for bubbles, and UB can save the TP though. We've seen him do it multiple times before, so expect TM to play maybe a bit more reactive now, save their TP to deal with the ultimates.
TM, they want to TP out of this grab. They want to make it difficult. The beat comes out from Bunny Astro though, an immediate response to this TP from Checkmate. Blizzard not even going to catch UB because of course he TP's out. Ziad catches the exit, but KSA with the grab is huge. He's caught Lubda. Ziad's so low, he has to use the bomb to resuit. It's a 4 versus 4 right now. No sim for the side of Twisted, but UB will be back very quickly, Zav.
We had to TP back into this fight. Beat push available for Kellex now. Simple has for Kitsune Rush. They beat on the TP through, looking for him, but TM flip back to play around their Kitsune Rush. Boot for Kellex, but he can't find any kills. They're turning their attention back on him. UB turns that kill. KSA fully talked, chasing down Checkmate. He's so low. KSA has to reload, but DPS off screen getting all the kills. And Twisted Mind's in a great position to close it out now.
Checkmate is escaped, but you can see Twisted Minds, they're going the distance right now. They're going to push all the way to spawn. Suzu already forced Ziad on the Wrecking Ball. Got to be careful not to be environmental here as the TP comes out. All of Qadsiah are crashing out onto the point, but they have a tank that's so weak for the neutral. Quartz has the clock. STC overtime in effect as KSA's walled.
Pressure on him now. Overclock from Quartz. He's got 2 already. He's deleting them all. The sim wall comes out now, but they're all already dead. And Twisted Minds, Quartz with the overclock, decimates them.
Oh, such a nice showing here from Twisted Minds. They get to a more open map, and you can really see the Zarya shine. Bubbles out from the grabs, really beaming on Ziad, making it so difficult for him to push anyone at all. But going over to Night Market, this is another map where the Mei really does reign supreme. So I'm a little bit worried for Twisted going into this 3rd point of control.
Yeah, it's really rough. I'll go on, Crispy.
I was just gonna say, I think the Mei's harder on this point, and I think Alcad had some really weird ult usage. Like, the one fight Lubda gets pre-fighted it, and they insta-throw in the sim wall and the Fox. Like, I feel like it's really hard to win when you waste your 2 most important ults, but I think the Zarya can really just outpace the Mei a lot on these more open points, so I think it's easier for KSA to make it to the late fight.
Zarya mirror. Ziad's doing it now. Felt the Diva was too hard, getting demech too often, so he's just going to square up in the mirror.
Interesting to see the mirror with Lubda on the Mei and Quartz on the hit scan. I feel as if Quartz has a lot of agency to carry the game here, but if he's not hitting constant headshots, the wall angles are going to be so deadly for Lubda. Really, it's going to be a game of Quartz versus Lubda all the way here. Both of these Sims are very confident to hit impactful teleports time after time. Neither team playing on the point right now. Unlock comes through. Here's the step. Here's the wall. But the wall, it's missed. So Twisted Minds, they really do just get to step up and bully Alcad off the objective.
He has high energy, but no bubbles just yet. About to have one now to re-peak in this point. He's going to go for it. Look for a bit of damage. Wall onto KSA as well. They burst that bubble on him. They kill Lat Simple, trying to save him. KSA is going to fall as well. Even trades, though. It's a dogfight. It's going to be Beam versus Beam. They're both getting full pocket, but Kellex interrupts, takes it down. And Qadsiah, they deal with that early pressure, and the re-push is good.
It's a massive clutch from Qadsiah. It felt like they had lost that fight early on. Once Lubda missed the wall, once Ziad was being bullied so incredibly low. But Twisted, they just couldn't close it out. They kited away from Qadsiah's angles, and nobody could finish the kills. Fast retake coming after Twisted right now. They crash out onto the objective. Snare on the corner, not doing much of anything. Checkmate, he just survives through the beat. So good from Kellex, and Funny Astro's gone down. So Twisted Minds, they find a trade onto Ziad somehow, some way. Simwell comes up from Yubi. They want the clutch. 3 versus 3 now as KSA will catch Lubda. Landon, he throws the Fox onto the objective. Checkmate TPing back and forth. 3 versus 3 remains. Funny Astro's going to be back soon though. A real opportunity for Twisted to close it.
Yubi's found another kill for Boop just in the nick of time. Here he is. Checkmate not ready for it, and TM get the flip. And most importantly, double support so invested for Alcad Fair. They lose for fight.
Unreal clutch from Twisted Minds. Yubi, he gets a kill. He has the presence of mind to throw out the wall. He sees the win condition. Ziad taken down. And now Funny Astro, a beat advantage for the alt exchange. Yubi saving his TP to carry them out of Lubda's Blizzard. So many opportunities here for Twisted Minds to win this next turn. Eyes on KSA for the grab.
Grabs Ziad out the choke, immediately kills him as well. Simwall, Maywall, not enough to save him in time. All a little too slow. Disaster start for Alcad. And now TM, they push forward. They want more kills, but Alcad are long gone.
Alcad have already kited this one out, but they have lost the fight. 1 ult for 1. Checkmate did invest the Simwall, trying to counter the grab there, but no such luck. Such a fast kill onto Ziad. Still the beat advantage for Funny Astro. Still an opportunity to leverage that. If not, he can use it to counter out the grab, but with Yubi on the Symmetra, you may not even need it. As soon as Qadsiah step up, Quartz is going to pull that clock. TP comes in, here's the exchange.
Grab on KSA, beat, Astro gets in there, beats everyone, keeps him alive, and Quartz is finding more with the overclock. 1 already, there's 2, there's 3. Everything for Quartz. And it's brutal every single time.
Every time this guy pulls the overclock, I see at least 3 ult kills in the feed. Lubda's decided, I've had enough of the May. I'm going to match your energy on the Sojourn. But an immediate spawn fight coming out from Twisted Minds. They're in Alcad's spawn. They're applying the pressure. They're charging up ultimate. Simply's got the Fox. No Fox to match from Landon, but a beat is available for Kellex. Fast fight again!
Kitsune Rush, they TP through, they're all over point. Alcad have flipped it now, and they have Kitsune Rush soon to go. They're dealing with this TM TP, but it's a fake one from TM. They come in, they walk into this Kitsune Rush foe. Yubi's going to get run over, walking forward now. Checkmate with another one, forces them all out. Great TP from Checkmate to get the flip mid-fight like that.
Xavier, the level of these teams on Sim is just outrageous. Twisted Mind, such a fast fight in the spawn. Qadsiah, they have the judgment to pop the beat, drop the TP, and get all 5 members onto the point for a free flip. Get out of here. Nobody plays Symmetra like the EMEA region. It is nonsense. 100% these guys are winning it all. Yubi now with the Simwall for the retake. TP comes out from Checkmate already, so there's no TP available for Qadsiah for the next couple of seconds. With Twisted Minds, they're charging up their wall before they engage. They're closing on last fight if they keep playing slow like this. Already you can see they're posturing for position. Yubi's got the wall online now. TP comes out, but it's a fake.
It's a fake, Simwall on point, but it's a little bit shallow from Yubi, actually. They can kind of just want to check my TP behind. They've killed Funny Astro. He was getting closer to the beat, but now he won't get it in time. Twisted Minds do get the flip during all of this. Full beam for Checkmate, but he's so low. TP comes out. He nearly has the Simwall. KSA finds 2. Checkmate TP's back in. He has the Simwall. No, they can't play to win it. They're going to have to play retake.
Checkmate continues to fight on the point, but it's a 1 versus 2. He pops the wall. He wants it, but he will not get what he desires as Ziad is coming back on ball. There's a wall on the objective, but it's not going to accomplish anything. It's a last touch situation. Ziad is rolling into walls. He's a drunk driver as he has to roll off into the point. Clock for clock. Quartz already finds 1. Lubda might be able to deliver another, but the beat from Funny Astro keeps everybody healthy. Kellex went down at 90%. Everybody's staggering onto the point. Funny Astro booped Ziad off. He's going to go down, and Twisted Minds take map 1.
Unbelievable. I get why Checkmate did it, but it feels like it would have been better the other way round, you know? Like, go down, then Simwall from spawn when Ziad is touching. Then Ziad has a bit of extra to play with. It's still a clutch you're playing for ultimately, but it would have given him Ziad a bit more time to play around it.
Quartz is him, dude. He's actually him.
So good. But versus no Sojourn for most of that, though, you know? Versus no Sojourn for a lot of that. So there's still, like, the duel is yet to happen.
Lubda's warming up. The next map's where it really happens. See a full map of the Soj mirror.
Quartz has just got so much to say. Look at him. A hit scan player with a brain, unstoppable.
It's terrifying. It's actually
what if they learn to think?
This is what happens when a hit scan player unlocks their legs and their brain. You move around the map and you think while you're doing it, you actually become unstoppable.
The sim stuff, you said it during the cast, Max, but you're so right. Some of the sim plays here, like that fight on Garden, where we get the TP out of the Blizzard and the TP out of the Grav on the other side, and then some of these TP pushes from, like this one we just see on
here in the highlight.
now.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's actually unbelievable.
TP flip to the point to
fuckers
dodge
play
the
at,
Kitsune rush. Fuck.
It's so impressive when you see these guys play.
The crowd is fucking awesome too, dude. Like,
yeah.
ah.
People complain about Sim, but I actually think Sim is like it's a cheesy hero to lose to, but it's actually one of the hardest comps to play. I think it's like
it's a new dimension to the game.
Yeah, you have to understand the game so fucking much if you want to actually get max value out of these TPs. Like anyone can just like flip TP every fight, but the thing these teams are so good at is they literally use their TP a different way every single time, and it just becomes impossible to predict. Like it's not like they're doing the same like set TP every time. They read the game and they all come to a similar understanding. It's so insane.
Hey.
What's even the options map pick wise here? You know, like both teams. There's always a question when Alcad dropped the sim ban, right? You expect it to come out at some point in the series.
Yeah. But I mean, there isn't much difference between what these two teams want. Maybe Alcad want the wider map so they can play more with the D.Va. So I think that's where it shines, right? Like, maps where Ziad can use the map a bit more than KSA can. But I don't even know.
I guess also Alcad have to be aware the D.Va ban is still available against them here.
Yeah, that's true. I think the point where this series is going to get fun is where both teams run out of effective bans. Like, we've burnt the Ram ban already, and then once we burn the D.Va ban, I think it's just going to turn into a fucking slugfest. maybe you're right that there's a sim ban in there somewhere, but this game's going to get so messy.
The onus is really on Alcad to respond to Nasaria, though, right? That
Yeah,
feels like where we're at now. Obviously, the Ram can maybe just sort of solve that in itself, so maybe it was like the problems doesn't exist in these future maps.
Yeah, I think the problem's maybe not there because of the Ram and like, I still think the D.Va's good into the Xayah, like I said on round one on certain maps. So when the May wall is effective or when the Xayah can't move around as much, I think the D.Va's really good.
So that's Atlas, and it was a support protect, I think, more than anything with the Juno ban from Alcad.
Oh, Juno D.Va, yeah.
D.Va ban in response from TM.
So I think we should see some Ram, Lucio, Kiri, Sojourn, Sim, maybe.
Yeah.
Love
and
that.
this one I think we're less likely to see than May. I think this one will just be Sojourn versus Sojourn probably.
Yeah, probably. Maybe even some. This is a venture map, but I don't know if either of these teams are leaning towards the venture or the tournament.
Checkmate more likely, but also we'll just be playing sim.
I think it's just yeah. I think Sojourn Sim is where it's at.
Okay, so Kiri Lucio from both teams are in terms of backline. Sojourn v Sojourn out of Spawn. This is where the real head-to-head starts for Quartz and Lubda. Quartz is really continuing his outrageous form so far in this tournament. And it might be... Are Twisted Minds getting the blind read better again? Malga into Ram opening here? Oh no, he's just got Ram. Medi. Always teases it.
Alright. What do we have here? Just clean mirror now. Really a question of whether or not Qadsiah can cut the mustard versus Lubda when they're actually on their signature heroes from the beginning of the round. Early space taken by KSA. You can see him bullying them back. 5-man block for block right now, but really no deciding factor yet as Quartz swings wide, misses the rail.
Misses the rail. Now Quartz has to build up another one. Just a shield trade for now. Trying to get a bit more aggressive position here. Ziad TP is out though, but it's Checkmate who gets punched to death in all of it. Now Lubda walking forward, trying to find a trade. KSA is still trapped in there. He's taking a lot of damage. No form. He's so low. Disruptor shot out, but they deal with Lubda and KSA. He goes down now, but Ziad, he needs to wait for his next form timing.
Loss of the tank is deadly. Ziad, he has the form timing now, and a beat from Kellex on top. Checkmate hasn't actually received the beat, but you can see TP back and forth from Yubi. So difficult to catch him, but eventually he will go down. And as the DPS line of Twisted Minds fall, it's looking as if Qadsiah, they've taken the first fight, but it cost them their beat. And Ziad's traded?
Ziad's traded now. It's right on for the retake. Kellex has been getting these beats slightly quicker in a lot of these opening fights as well, so one to keep an eye on. Twisted Minds do come back with a double support advantage, and with that late pick onto Ziad, they can walk right in here, maybe even start forcing the point, force Alcad to come into them.
Reasonable opportunity right now for Twisted Minds to just get aggressive with this beat. You can see TP's come out, they flip behind, the beat popped, Suzu out. Boop from Funny Astro, he doesn't catch anybody. You can see the speedster on the case, but Quartz goes down to Kellex. Funny, he will find a kill onto Checkmate, but it's 1 for 1. And Lubda, he's caught Funny Astro right off the wall, swatted the Mosquito.
Okay, Ziad now keeping everyone else contained at the choke. Slow just to force them all back out. TP disengaged from TM so they can regroup and go again. But that is a huge fight for Qadsiah. Start on the low ground, have to deal with a beat push, but deal with it no problem. Missed opportunity for TM.
TM already, they needed that fight when they needed to win off a beat advantage. Alcad getting to do that on the cheap, on the free, unacceptable. Kitsune Rush comes out from Landed as he pushes very deep. Match from Simple, but he's rather low. Liberi's got the clock, he's popped it from up top. Yubi's popped the symbol to deny the high ground angle. So much point pressure now, Twisted Minds are actually going to get the flip.
Quartz now has the overclock as well. Lubda's going to walk into this Ramatra, slides away, slow onto him now. Lubda needs a lot of pocket out of this, can't get it. KSA gets the kill, overclock in the back from Quartz, pumping damage, landing right in front of him. Checkmate coming, he doesn't miss those ones. And they're going to stall out the Ram here a little bit too.
The only reason Quartz doesn't get another kill with his overclock is because he is staggering out Ziad. He will get the kill eventually. Denies us a gorgeous kill feed, but it is a good look for Twisted Minds. Genius symbol from Yubi, as always, denying Lubda's overclock angle on the high ground. Aggressive push from Twisted Minds. They understand tempo, and Qadsiah, they also understand it. They kite back, they pop the Suzu, they survive the initial aggress.
B available for Kellex, Symbol available for Checkmate. Huge ult advantage for Qadsiah to secure this first point, but they have to find the connection. They're coming from underneath. TP comes through, looking for it. Kellex right in everyone's face. Symbol comes out first and force the point. In trouble, need to use the beat to save Checkmate. Now pressure onto KSA. They are all over him. He's taking so much damage, they can't save him. Opening pick onto Ramatra. Yubi is trying to trade, but it's desperation from TM as they drop onto point.
Already you can see Qadsiah really just steamrolling through the remnants of Twisted Minds right now. So close to double support ultimate as they fall here. But this is going to be going the way of Qadsiah. The crowd says Ole. Not sure. Is that a Spanish thing?
Ole. It's like a football thing more. It's like You normally do it in a situation more where you're sort of like you're dominating. So I don't know if they're quite there yet.
It looks like a Spanish flag, yeah. So you know, I'll buy it.
All right, overclock nearly up for Lubda. Yubi nearly has that symbol, has it now to respond with as well. And it is support ult advantage for TM. So TM, in theory, have the better ults for this next fight. But Qadsiah are getting the early point pressure. Doesn't unlock for 7 seconds. So KSA is going to drop match that one now. Wait and see who's going to make this first move.
Lubda was chunked there, and he's actually eaten a Suzu in all of it. Clock for clock right now, or rather clock for wall, as Lubda's pulled the clock, but Yubi's wall once again denying Lubda any opportunity to find a kill. Worse still, as Kellex and Checkmate are going to go down, and Twisted Minds, they've really got Qadsiah's number in these overclock fights.
I was a little bit worried there for Twisted Minds when we dropped Kitsune Rush and Symbol at the same timing, that they just sort of used 2 ults to do the job of 1. But they managed to push forward and get the entire team white and shut down Lubda. And really, yeah, so far every clock, Lubda's just been shooting into a Symbol. No chance to carry the same way we've seen Quartz done too. Now an aggressive fight coming through again. Ziad punching here, trying to force them back as they try and get through. Ziad looking for more, has the annihilation. Beat push comes through from Astro, walking into him here. Kitsune Rush in exchange. Checkmate goes down. Kellex nearly has beat, but landed on life support too. The overclock from Quartz. There's no Symbol for this one, and he cleans house again.
Once again, Quartz filling the feed with his clock. He cannot be stopped. Checkmate might have to consider taking a leaf out of Yubi's playbook and saving the symbol for the hit scans clocks, because Quartz, he needs to be stopped. He is unbelievable every time he pulls it. We've seen 0 failed overclocks from this man so far, and we're almost 2 maps into the series. Ziad now pushing forward. He's got the annihilation. TP from behind. Checkmate, he's got that long TP perk, but you can see Qadsiah, they're still scrambling. Ziad's alone on the point. They're taking so much damage from every angle, and nobody's gone down for the side of Twisted.
Double DPS off angle from Twisted Minds right now. Yubi and Quartz a little bit beaten up, and Astro's going to die in the crossfire. KSA just getting beamed through as well, and they had the angles, but the beat health just too much from Qadsiah. Helps them survive all of this, and they just focus down KSA. Flip side of this is KSA's annihilations are getting nothing done. He's getting overwhelmed every time.
It's a very good game of positional chess being played by Qadsiah. TPing players into the back, keeping some in main so they can slowly surround Twisted Minds. Need a very fast judgment. You can see Twisted Minds, they're so aggressive, all balled up together here in main as Yubi, the shot caller, gets ready to throw down yet another TP. Snare is good from Ziad, and that's going to force the Suzu and the slide out of Twisted Minds, so they need to be careful. Form timing came out from KSA here as well, so they're really just being forced to completely wait this turn out. Qadsiah, they're closing on 4 ultimates as well. This isn't a great look for Twisted. The fact that they didn't get to take a fight on that first set of cooldowns.
Bit of damage onto Ziad now if they want to try and find their TP opening. Looks like they want Simwall before they go. They know Overclock is available here, so Lubda might be shut down again. Yubi wants this last one, finds for right click. Now they have Simwall looking for the option. TP comes out just a fake. They're walking onto point with it now. Overclock comes out from Lubda. There's for Simwall on track from Yubi. Denies all of that. Quartz finds for kill as well. No more Overclock. They're walking into this. Ziad has Annihilation Bow. Yubi tries to TP out, but Ziad still gets for kill. Ziad now turning onto the backline, but he needs more pocket. They're dropping down. Checkmate wants to push behind the far side of the point. Now the Overclock comes from Quartz. No Simwall to respond to this one. And Quartz is getting it done again.
Every single time without fail. Another 3 Overclock kills for Quartz as Twisted Minds, they even up the scoreboard 1-1 here on Atlas. Quartz must be stopped. Even if Yubi goes down to Ziad with the Annihilation, he just comes up with another Overclock and another kill feed full of Quartz. It's ridiculous.
All the ults invested now. Going to be a little bit before anyone gets anything next. KSA going to be the closest for TM. Kellex going to be the closest for Alcad. This sort of ult exchange before we have seen going Qadsiah's way when they do not beat into it. For now, though, early damage onto Twisted Minds. They've taken a lot of a choke here. Lubda's got a full rail, finds it, but Quartz is behind him. Quartz gets it. Kellex tries to respond and mark it, but Quartz has slid back to the team. And Simple and Astro have walked forward. Quartz, he was just for distraction in many ways. He's also got 2 kills, so Quartz just a step ahead at the moment.
Traction that solo kills 2 members of Qadsiah every single fight. To say that Quartz is on a heater would be a gross understatement. He is dominating beyond belief right now. Looking over to the next fight, Twisted Minds, we've got an Annihilation for KSA. Typically, all he does with that is hold up his hands and block until he dies. Simple as the Kitsune rush though. He can push aggressively with that, and Twisted, they love an aggressive fight. Kellex closing on that beat drop. They're going to have to see if he can get that timing off.
Ziad going to trade forms with KSA on point now. Beat is available. Astro a little bit far behind Kellex here, but we'll have it partway through this fight. 4% left to go for him here. It's a slow start. Beat push comes through. Annihilation from KSA. Can he find anything with that? Kitsune rush from Simple invested well. 3 from TM, all invested at the same time. Lander's about to have Kitsune rush though. If Alcad live, they have this advantage. Now they push back with Kitsune rush, but they need kills with it. Ziad looking inside. Can't find Yubi. They turned on KSA instead. They get KSA instead. Lubda deals with Simple. Is traded. Quartz finds a trade. They're not out of it yet. Astro's killed 2. Checkmate is half HP. Looking for Quartz, slides away, he's 1 HP, Checkmate, can he find it? He's TPing back, Quartz is so low. How on earth is Quartz still alive? He's going to Overclock, he thinks he can win. He's turning on to Ziad, Checkmate and Ziad on the run. Annihilation pop from Ziad, Simple over the top. He's running into him, Quartz kills them all as well. He takes Landon down as well.
Quartz is immortal! He finds 2 from a sliver of HP in a dream. From a 5 versus 2 situation, he can still turn it. And Twisted Minds, a 2-1 lead. He drops a question mark in the chat. He's wondering what we're all thinking. How does he keep getting away with it, Xavier? Absolute nonsense. Qadsiah, they've got double DPS ult for the next fight. Does it even matter at this point? This guy cannot be stopped. He cannot be denied.
Even he doesn't know how he's doing it. Alcad, they have ult advantage, but they are a round down, double DPS. So, and this time, though, Lubda has the clock, and Yubi doesn't have the symbol to deal with it after the clutch on the previous point. Alcad, they need this one to go their way, but Kellex dies early. Symbol is outnumbered less. They've got an angle onto KSA. Lubda trying to pump damage in. He knows Yubi's on this right-hand side, has the overclock if he needs it. They're just trying to back it out. Now the overclock push onto Yubi, denies for TP. Now looking for more, clearing KSA off point. They should be good to convert off this. Another kill from Lubda. This time, no wall, and he's good for the cleanup. Pushes Quartz now as well. Quartz is low. We'll confirm that one.
Finally, Lubda comes alive. He finally finds a couple of kills and overclock that actually delivers for Qadsiah. This might be the first of the entire series. Quartz is already threatening to have another clock online, though, 60% and counting. And Checkmate, he's used his symbol. That's the biggest counter available. Not that it matters to Quartz. He's always good for it. Snaring the choke right now as Twisted Minds once again step up, looking for the retake. Funny Astro with the beat. You have to imagine they're going to TP and aggress. They love this play where they throw down the teleporter, wind up in your backline and drop the beat, look for a kill. Let's see if they can make it happen, Xavier.
No TP for Alcad, and this is their timing. They go in, beat comes through, tops them all up. They are all over Lubda, beam him down. Landon tries to TP away, getting closer and closer to this Kitsune rush, but they are a player down. They're turning onto this backline. They catch Landon, they find him. Quartz will claim the final blows. Oh, they are all over Ziad, and his flip is going TM's way.
Best hit scan in the world, best player in the world. What title are we going to give him by the end of the day, Xavier? It's absolute nonsense what this young man is delivering here. Simple with the Kitsune Rush, KSA with an Annihilation. Be careful, it's an Annihilation fight. These are the ones that KSA tends to lose, but still, Quartz has Overclock. It's do or die for Qadsiah. They're already down a map in this series. It's 2-1 in favor of Twisted Minds here on Atlas. And Twisted, they've got all of the ultimates to bring it home right now. Snaring the choke from KSA, slows the advance of Alcat.
Kitsune Rush available. They're going to TP through Kitsune Rush to point. They are behind KSA right now. Beat over the top as well. No ults invested from TM just yet. Quartz is going to pop the overclock now. Looking for it. Kitsune Rush from Simple as well. Astro has died in all of this. Ziad is just matching on point now with the annihilations. Quartz still has the overclock, but for once, he's maybe coming up empty.
For the first time all series long, Quartz is going to pop Overclock and not kill the entirety of Qadsiah. Twisted Minds, they're staggering out on the point right now. KSA is getting his back to the wall. The Speedster's back for one more round of death. Simple finds a trade, and Qadsiah, they will secure the flip. 70%, all on the same respawn wave for the side of Twisted. They have the symbol. They are definitely going to go for this retake.
Yeah, 100%. They have the symbol to answer Lubta's overclock. Checkmate can, of course, match the symbol as well, but it doesn't necessarily really help Lubta get value out of that overclock. If anything, it will neutralize it. What Lubta might be better doing is saving it to after the symbols, but it's an early symbol trade coming in from Yubi. They push him, but Lubta, he hits the shot. Astro is down. They're trying to win through tempo. KSA alone on point. The symbol does nothing. Lubta shuts them all down. Symbol was mirrored ultimately from Checkmate here, but that is a huge fight for Qadsiah.
Oh, it's such a brutal one there for the side of Twisted Minds. They needed to get the touch. They had so little time to play with, and with no beat coming out of the TP, it's just a meat grinder for Ziad, who starts swinging for the fences. Checkmate throws up the wall as well. Very difficult for Twisted, given the time constraints they were under. Qadsiah looking over to the next fight. They've got Lubta's overclock. Funny Astro closing on the beat to potentially match that, but right now, it's looking good for Alcat. They've got the choke control. These snares are so deadly in the choke. Ramatra, he slows you, and you take all the damage in the world. Suzu could be forced. You can see Twisted, they've charged up their beat now. Here's the TP timing. The fight is on, Zab.
Rail used by Lubta. He has the overclock. Collects his approach and his own beat as well. But Lubta on the flank with the overclock. He's got Quartz in his eyes. He's looking for it. The beat has been forced. They need Kelex's beat in response. He's still 3% away. Trying to weather the storm here. Qadsiah, they back it up. And actually, not too hard at all. Now Kelex can push with beat. They come flooding forward. Looking for the kills, but the TP out is good. Is there anyone left behind? Yes. Astro left behind. KSA left behind. If they confirm these kills, they'll get the flip, and they can.
They will secure the flip. Qadsiah, they had that beat advantage in the end. Funny Astro not finding enough value with his own beat push. Twisted Minds are starting to get a little bit choppy for them. Closing on last fight for them too, if they have to play slow. And you can see they've got the Kitsune Rush. They might want to just take a quick one with this. Try and get ult out of Qadsiah. Force an engagement. Maybe Twisted Minds, more their playbook is to try and bait an ultimate and just kite out without using anything at all. TP comes out fast from Yubi. They flip over towards the side. Kelex takes damage, but he will escape. Yubi just playing on the point, charging up his beam, getting ready for the proper clash. Kitsune Rush out from both sides.
Kitsune Rush is traded. Astro kills Kelex immediately. Ziad has the Annihilation though, but KSA is not far behind. Ziad looking for it. Landon takes it down. Annihilation has been committed. KSA very close. Is he going to play to stay alive here in a minute? Quartz pops the overclock. KSA has the Annihilation still as well. Quartz looking for it. Can't find anything though. Pumping damage into Ziad. Annihilation out from KSA as well. Tries to find it. Ziad is so low. Symbol up just in time. Looking for Kelex now. Can't find it. Kelex pushes it back. Shuts him down. Now, all of a sudden, Qadsiah misses the map. Only 2 players left.
Twisted Minds, even with Quartz on a generational heater. Looks like they're going to lose it. You can see Lubta standing still to type as the recontest is on. Yuvi's on the point. He's got the wall up. Funny Astro, he's coming back. He's closing on a beat. Can the Speedster get one last touch? The answer is no. Qadsiah 3-2. They take Atlas even up the scoreline.
Cool. Yeah, you can see the quick exhale from Landon there, but whew, that was tight.
But if I'm Quartz and I'm losing while playing like that, I'm depressed. I actually like to see the stats from some of these games. I swear Quartz is just clearing 20 finals.
Thank you, Yanito, for the 18
game.
months. Ooh, you broke it. Hold on. I think, you know, that penultimate point where TM try and go fast, UB sim walls. I think that's where they lost it.
Yeah, I think so. I think TM's macro might actually be worse. Like I swear their general B value has been really low too. But Quartz, I think it just showed in the last 2 punches, Quartz stopped killing 4 people per fight, and like kind of evened it out a bit. But I think Alcad's ult value has been higher.
Oh guys, I'm just trying to
Except
fix
overclock.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That sim wall to retake is also where they lost that sort of sync, where UB just sim walled all of Lubda's overclocks as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, I'm grabbing some water. You're in charge, Crispy.
I'm in charge. Okay, let me pull up the chat. How's this only map 2, bro? These 2 teams just always go down to the last map. I fixed my monitors, finally. My monitors don't turn off anymore.
Danny Lim here to bring you guys a cross-stage report for PUBG Mobile. I got Jackie here, the expert.
PUBG Mobile interview.
Of the grand finals. How are the games looking like?
Also, surely if you're twisted, you go circuit and ban Lucio. I can see that, to be honest. I can see just a circuit pick. I don't know what the Lucio ban was. When am I gonna start streaming? They're putting fiber internet in my like where I live soon, so I'll start streaming then. But right now my internet is too bad.
Record-breaking result. I believe it's 4 is the limit.
Weibo Gaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on Overwatch side, Weibo Gaming unfortunately got knocked out already. But I do want to ask, I know you guys have Team Falcons on PUBG Mobile as well.
And Astro is better at Juno. Astro's Juno's really good.
The wings have been clipped for the Falcons.
I can see them doing that, I guess.
But it's a bit of a struggle for the roster. I think the issue is they were a bit slow
I think-
to adapt compared to how aggressive some of the teams have been.
Have we sung the praises of Yubi?
No, I don't think so.
I think all of these insane Quartz moments, they're also Yubi moments, you know? Like, it's
A lot
just
of them,
Yubi
yeah.
putting the TP down that makes it work, you know? Like, he gives him the
Yeah.
angle. It's not
That's true.
possible for Quartz to do what he's doing without getting a god TP from Yubi to put him in the position that requires it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, those guys just play on a different. I've like spent 3 years TPing quarter around. Like they're actually just different at that shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's special.
My Preds for T1 Falcons. I think T1 will win, but I think it'll be a dogfight. But I think if T1 win against Falcons, they're gonna win the whole tournament. I think T1 have a higher chance of beating the EU teams than Falcons do. I don't know if that's a bug to say, but I think Donghack is just gonna go for it.
Go on, Dongers! Oh, what a game. What a fucking game.
Yeah. Bro, I actually want to see, like, I wish I could see the stats from every game this tournament. I actually want to see how many finals Quartz has this whole tournament. Because I swear he just kills 3 every fight.
What you got? Milk tea?
Freya Lifeweaver ban. Circuit Royale.
I'm back.
I got a lot.
Got a lot?
Freya Lifeweaver.
I was
I feel like we're just going to see some more Gentleman Mirror. Maybe Diva versus Ram.
Now, that's the thing we haven't seen so far, right? I mean, in many ways, that previous map, winning the Ram Mirror, great for Alcad, really.
I mean, was that a Diva ban?
That was the Diva ban,
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, Jesus.
So
No,
that
they're
was...
rolling on Ram again, though.
Yeah, so now they both used probably their big tank ban. Still the sim ban in play.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about Ziad. It's like you think you can get him off D.Va and you'll win, and then he just picks another tank and he's just still as good.
You know
It
what's
happened with
interesting?
the VP on Hazards. Yeah.
There's the BAP, and this is what team are protecting against, right? They're protecting against the Kiri ban, because if Alcad can force that the BAP Lucio and then play D.Va,
Yeah,
and that's where they
D.Va,
struggled in
yeah.
the final map or what, I can't remember, maybe it was the 6th map in the EMEA Grand Finals. Can you just do a quick sync check? 56,
5, 4,
54, 53, 52, 51, 50.
Sync. Works.
Beautiful. All right, Ram versus Ram, Sim versus Sim, Sojourn versus Sojourn again. Meeting on this first corner, TM are trying to make their way round, attacking, but nothing just yet. Just a form trade, nice and slow, trying to open a bit of space. But KSA's dead.
KSA going down in the neutral simply cannot happen. Only consolation is Twisted Minds have a nice close spawn, but really an unprecedented death from the Ramatra as Libda swings wide. It's going to take down Simple. Already a bit choppy for Twisted Minds, just dying slow here on the first point.
Yeah, nice, easy first fight for Alcad, and that'll be a minute off the clock already. Back to the spawn, try again for Twisted Minds. Slight Kitsune rush advantage as well for Landon and all of that, but they're just having trouble getting around this first corner. Hard to get anyone into a meaningful position. Limited TP options here. They're just going to take the form trade again. So you had to use both cooldowns now. Slow is out from KSA. Maybe a chance to peek with KSA's next shield. Oh, wait, Quartz has found it.
Taken very low. Quartz, he's just good for it every single time. Now he swings wider, pressuring backliners from Qadsiah. Rail from Libda does not connect. Quartz, of course, connects his. Ziad inside, pushing deep onto Yubi. The bucket, not good enough to keep him alive. Libda, Landon, both finding kills. Landon with another one. KSA's taken down Ziad. KSA locking himself in a corner. Should be good for this unless Landon, it's a miracle. He hits the miracle kill. Trade is huge. Qadsiah, their close hold is broken. But if the Twisted don't get the cart very far, Qadsiah, they could win the next fight and get right back into it.
Yeah, great opportunity for a recontest here. Ults all pretty even for the most part. Slight DPS advantage for Qadsiah, but this is lining up to a big ult trade. Early overclock now coming from Lubza, looking for the damage, disengage attempt, but Quartz can't find his way out of there. TP back. The rest of team, I think, are safe, but he's going for one more swing. No one's showing, though.
Nobody shows, but Twisted Minds, I mean, this is looking really dire for them. 2 minutes off the clock on the first token. Libda finds another pick. Landon and Libda, so much damage in the neutral. It's so easy to get picked by these comps with all these projectiles soaring through the air and some of the best hit scans in the world constantly threatening a one-shot. Now we can see Libda just holding a main angle as KSA swings, gets huge damage, but will be forced to kite as Landon pops the Fox.
Kitsune Rush comes out, they try and disengage it, but Simple gets caught on the way out. You can see what TM wanted to do there, force an ult, get out, and then repush with their own ult advantage, but Qadsiah's aggression is good, they get the kills nonetheless. TM do get the ult advantage they were hoping for, but it costs them more time, almost into our final minute, Max.
A minute left on the clock and Twisted Minds 5 ultimates to work with, but still, this is the first corner of Circuit Royale, Xavier. You cannot be held here for this long. Clock pulled by Quartz, win condition ultimate comes out. Kitsune Rush into the wall. Beat comes out from Kellex. Bonnie Astro milking value on his own beat. They're going to kite this one out with the Annihilation. Now the step comes through. 5-man TP into the backline for Qadsiah. The flip and Simple. He's missed the rotation. KSA TP's top beat from Bonnie Astro. Ziad is the only man to duel. Ziad taking so much damage, but he has the Annihilation to keep it going. Rail comes out and Libda. He catches the kill on a Yubi. Twisted Minds, 39 seconds on the clock and no kills converted in a 5-man ult fight.
World class from Qadsiah. They invest so many ults and they don't get the value, but just as it looks like they're going to run out of ults in this big layer fight and Twisted Minds will overwhelm them, they hit the flip and Lubda so good, taking his TP, hit the shot immediately. They get that pick. TM, they still have this symbol to answer Lubda's overclock, but they are out of time.
Out of time is an understatement for Twisted Minds. First corners dub. Stimwall comes up. Libda has pulled the clock, so it's a 1-for-1 exchange with Twisted Minds. They have to push forward. They need a fight win, and they do not have one. Landon has the Fox. Kellex is 85% on the beat. We're staring down the barrel of a full hold unless Twisted can pull off a miracle.
Kitsune Rush round the corner, pushing for kills now. We're into overtime. Thank you, STC. They're also low on the side of Twisted Minds. They need the kill. Ziad gets 2B over top from Kellex. Nowhere for KSA to go. And Qadsiah with authority have full held Twisted Minds.
Wow. What the fuck?
Oh. That is deadly. The STC overtime really could not get it over the line for Twisted Minds there. That first point corner was just deadly for them. It's where it's hardest for Yubi to carry with good sim TP angles. You just have to win an honest neutral on that corner, and they never got it done. Big ult fight. The fact that Simple gets caught on the rotation, game losing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
messy.
So good. Lubda as well, you notice when he got that overclock early in the first fight, they just push really quickly. Yubi doesn't have the sim wall, they can't get in that trade they were having so much success on earlier in the series. And Lubda here, good for it on Circuit Royale, all about Cadfo, a lot of credit. This is now an almighty hold required by Twisted Minds. Look where this cart is.
That's brutal. Do you even get 2 fights if you spawn hold? You don't, right?
No,
you
can, it's so hard to spawn hold here as well. I think you just need to try and do what Alcad did and get the perfect corner fight for 4 minutes in a row.
That's just gross. Just check. Alcad gets to do some cringe shit now. They can roll out like Bastion or whatever. I don't know if they'll do that, but they just get to. They don't have to actually play to win the game, right? They just have to play to win one fight. Like they can pull out any strategy they need that will give them that one fight. Whereas TM had to actually play to win the map.
They have done this before, right? On this particular corner, we talk about Sim and Sojin being a bit awkward as the attacker's corner. They have done Bastion Sim before, and they just force KSA to give the space and get in that corner. Look, no way!
No way!
When was the last time we saw an opening pick on Circuit Royale? Today! Disaster start from TM.
These Saudi hit scans every single time they come up with it. I just can't keep seeing this. First point corner, we spent a minute discussing how they can hold it, and it's already been broken. Quartz slides away, will escape Lubda's clutches, but he's got the trade! Quartz with 2? Grow up! Twisted Minds snap right back into this one. No Yubi, no problem. Quartz will find 2, and the hold is back on for the corner, but the cart has moved so far.
Outrageous. Just when you might start to doubt Quartz, he pulls something out of nothing to claw TM back to this first corner. Just another neutral again. Quartz swinging so aggressively. Dink comes through, has to slide out of this one. Quartz doesn't make it out. Ziyad catches him. Player advantage again for Alcad as they flood forward. Look to 2.
Alcad. Oh, these 2 kills, you can hear it. It is done and dusted for Twisted Minds. They're not even going to touch. They're saving KD for next map.
You can see it on Alcad as well. It wasn't even big celebrations. It was comfortable, that map.
The lights.
That's rough. They get full hell on the corner with the map pick.
That's a demoralizing loss as well. That's like a real fuck, what do we do now type thing.
Yeah, it pulls them insane. To insane mental fortitude to pull it back to the next map. But I could see them doing it because it's TM versus Alcad, so everyone knows it can go. Keep going. But I don't know what map they even picked now, right? Like, no flashpoint, no. It's like what, push or hybrid?
Push or hybrid? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Qadsiah potentially.
Yeah, they're pretty deadly on that map.
All the hybrids like really slightly better for D.Va as well.
Yeah, I'd say Color has to be.
Oh, that is a really like agonizing backswing, to be honest. I like completely shifting the momentum. Like, it really like they looked like they were gonna win Atlas, and it just slips in this like outrageous fashion. Then on circuit, just completely bummed. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think you have to go Colo and protect the sim, right? Because I'm pretty sure in the grand finals of the winners finals, Alcad pulled out the Colo sim ban, so
yeah,
I can see them trying to do that to wrap up the series for sure. So I think you just gotta get a sim protect ban going.
Smiles from Psycho and Junkbuck.
Bro, Psycho's actually just chilling. He's like matching up. He's just standing on the stage all event, matching up with the best coaches in the world. Fucking goat.
You don't need a coach when you have Yubi. Where's Chris today?
I don't know, actually.
Good question.
And that Atlas feels like the pivotal point. The fact that TM didn't close out that map.
Yeah, that was an insane fumble. Because then they would have been up 2-0, right? They would have had 3 back-to-back map picks. That would have been
Yeah,
or like 3 back-to-back opportunities to win. That's crazy.
Because then all of the stuff where you're worried about sim ban and everything like that, it's like, well, there's not a lot of room for it. But now, even if you win this next map, you have the potential that they sim ban. But honestly, if I'm Al Qadsiah, do I even need to?
I don't know. That's a good
question. You know, like, do I just keep taking this round mirror, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I think Alcad might try. I think one of these maps will be a sim ban. Either this one and they just win, or like, I think if they try a sim ban, and if they try the sim mirror here and they lose, they'll ban sim map 5. I think that's how it'll go.
Thank you, yes, Sersky42 for the 4 months prime. Do I think T1 can pull off a venture dive stuff? Yeah, 100%. I think the reason T1 are favourites, not to get ahead of ourselves in a lot of these matchups, is because they are the team that can do both.
Just have dong hack, bro.
Yeah, they can do the dive stuff. You know, we remember that Atlas that TM had against Crazy Raccoon, right? That was hard. T1 can do that to a lot of these ground-based teams, and really, I should be including Falcons in these ground-based teams as well. But they can also go toe-to-toe, I think, on some of these ground matchups too.
Yeah.
Double that YouTube likes. Well done, everybody.
Well, can I get some more YouTube likes? We hit 103, but the 300 marker from yesterday still sits as our personal best.
Why are you sticking your middle finger up at me? What the hell?
No, the worst part about having to do these co-streams is every time I open this Discord X, I see like some of the text channels, I see some of the worst Overwatch takes ever from the Commander X Discord.
What do you mean?
I'm currently reading someone say that Simple is horrible at BAP and can't play BAP. Like that's just the most false take I think I've ever seen. How can you ever watch the game and come to that conclusion? Whatever.
It's not on that point, but it does remind me that there's also this option to Kiri ban still from Al Qadsiah, right? And force a BAP Lucio and have Ziad play Ziad play D.Va.
Yeah, you can do that. I think that's a more reasonable point. Like, it opens up the D.Va a lot more, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, they're winning this. I feel like they're winning the Ramiro so handily that should be fine.
It's almost
Oh shit.
No, you go on. I was just gonna spew bullshit. So really, no love lost.
I was gonna say it does raise like an interesting question for Junkbuck of, do you just keep doing what's working, or do you just try and change it again? Like, if anything, TM almost want the matchup to change a little bit, right? And TM's ideal would be they get to play their same comp, but they play against a different Alcad comp or something. So I don't know if there's like a case of, do you overthink it? Are you overthinking if you're Alcad here and you start changing the comps up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have a map to play with, right? Like, they can afford to lose one if they want to try and see what they want to do. Yeah, that's the color pick. Surely it's a Sim Protect.
Yes, first to 3. So this is elimination match for Twisted Minds, fighting for their lives.
Being a nice Reddit comment about how it's the rise of Lipton needs to be studied. Like
The rise of Lipton.
There's no way.
Does anyone else think that this Lipton guy's like randomly really good at hit scan?
No way. Dude, I thought he was a Pharaoh one trick.
Ah, like what the hell?
Hello, Chris. Morning, bro.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Morning.
Don't sound too excited, me, mate.
Oh.
I mean, you know how I feel about you. Just acquaintances at best. Work colleague.
At best, to be fair. At best.
Okay, fan of Old Ocean EWC. We're looking into this.
Have you caught much of the action, Chris?
So I saw 1 and 2. I missed 3. I was in the car on the way back, but it seemed like map 3 went quite fast.
It was a full. Didn't even get to the second corner of circuit. Yeah.
I have to say, I was watching map 2 and I was watching Quartz put on some kind of
just to lose.
Ungodly performance, and I thought if it's this close when he's doing this, the second he stops killing the entire lobby, I'm a little bit worried, you know?
Exactly what happened on Atlas. It's like 3 points in, I think he slowed down a bit. And
he had a single overclock where he didn't kill them all and they lost the map.
Yeah, he had 2 in a row, I think.
That's all it takes, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Two clocks in a row without, yeah. And then Soka, I think TM was kind of messy. Like they were dying out of spawn and shit, and Lubda stepped up as well.
Can you knock me before you go, mate? Before you start?
I can try.
Please knock me, please.
Anyone got any tabs for Chrissy as well?
Oh, please a tab. I got a bottle of wine to celebrate the finals today, so you do want to get a tab open for once it starts.
Are you on the piss?
Yes, mate, to celebrate some great Overwatch, okay?
Fair enough.
Yep. Right, knock sent.
Thanks, mate.
7, 6,
Wait, 55.
5, 54, 53, 52, 51,
It just works.
50. Take it away.
Ram versus Ram again. Normally we would put this in Twisted Mind's favour, but it's been all Qadsiah as of late. And now Qadsiah, Twisted Minds fighting for their lives. Both teams have flipped the map already as Lubdad looks to charge up this first rail. Going to go left-hand side with this one. Eyes on UB. Quartz is going to match that position. TP flip again. They've gone back to their own side, looking for it. And Ziad's lost for neutral a little bit. Back foot for Alcad.
This is a great position for Twisted Minds to be in, but nobody's actually got body on the cart right now. The contest comes through, but ultimately Checkmate will go down. KSA's traded, though. Disaster scene for Twisted Minds, unless Simple can find a kill onto Landon. Now they can close out the fight. Quartz sliding in, getting aggressive, finding that kill. Ziad will catch Quartz as a result of that slide, but it's a 3 versus 1 now, so there will be a few meters on the board here for the side of Twisted.
Going to send UB back to pick up everyone from spawn with his TP. Meanwhile, it's going to be a few meters gained for Twisted Minds. Not a lot in it though, and it's going to come up to these first ultimates. Worth noting, Ziad actually ahead on the Annihilation, but Simple, more importantly, closest to that Kitsune Rush, a chance for an early ult here if they're pressing tab.
Kitsune Rush push could be on for Twisted Minds right now. Both support ultimates just that little bit ahead. You can see higher ground positioning for Qadsiah. Very passive, very conservative. They don't want to rush in just yet, but they're dropping. They're looking for an opportunity. Form timing comes out from Ziad. Funny Astro takes damage. The Suzu, a little bit of a waste from Simple, but the Fox is online. Form timing comes out. Lubda slides away. The chase is on. Simple, big open angle for this Kitsune Rush, but kill comes out into Ziad.
Pick onto Ziad. Lubda stuck on the low ground here. He tries to slide out, but the chase is on. Form timing comes through. TP taken down, and TM will clean house with that. Thank you, Abdul, for the 25 as well. For the shout out for Chrissy for keeping the TM Hopium going as well.
Shout out Chrissy. All right, double support ultimate online for Qadsiah. They will have a recontest here. They've got the sim to get them back onto the payload nice and quickly. Already KSA's posturing very far forward, and Quartz is closing on that overclock. Kitsune Rush comes out. Wall in response. UB's TP is broken. He cannot kite. KSA needs healing. Funny Astro, he's got the beat in the back pocket. Checkpoint is being threatened, though. Body's on the point for Qadsiah as Twisted Minds. They pull the clock. They aggress with the beat drop. Quartz hasn't received the beat. He needs to be careful. Beat comes out from Kellex in response. Lubda, he has his own he has his own overclock, free of charge if he requires it, but Twisted Minds, they've fully kited this layer.
Lubda now TPing in, has that overclock looking to go, looking for the kills there solo, takes care of the TP, and UB in one. Lubda deletes them with this late overclock, and now they just need to avoid any trades, but Astro and Quartz combined for one. Not the end of the world, but they seem to deal with these final players. Quartz sliding around, Astro taken out of the sky, and Qadsiah win their first fight of the map.
Qadsiah finally getting back into this one. They've got an Annihilation on the cards, but Sim Wall as well, and Checkers with the Sim Wall could be really good to get some more meters on the board here. Could enable some aggression up onto the high ground, or just a longer neutral on the cart. For now, Qadsiah just taxiing members back. Simple, a little bit faster in that Kitsune Rush again. He had the first tempo, now he's got it again. Forms traded here in main as the wall comes out.
KSA under pressure, has the Annihilation if he needs it. Ziad has one to mirror that too. Annihilation pop first from KSA, and Kitsune Rush should keep going. Ziad's going to mirror with the Annihilation now just to try and hold the ground for Qadsiah. Looking to walk forward here, but it's a TP from TM. Couple of players taking it. Quartz finds the kill onto Checkmate. They flipped away. Landon's found one trade, but is it enough? KSA has got Ziad in a corner, and Quartz has the angle. Kitsune Rush to try and save them. Lubda and Landon find one apiece, but Simple finishes them off. It's now just Lubda trying to desperately find a trade. Slides in, looking for it. Slide by Quartz. Lubda finds the kill. Still alive, 48 HP. Simple can close it out, and the payload did move back during all of this, but it's just going to be a full reset.
That's a really tough one for Qadsiah. They invested more ultimates into that fight. They got nothing for it. Quartz and Yubi, just generational talents on the hit scan sim combination. Yubi puts the TP into the back. Quartz TP's on, finds the kill. Yubi finds another. So valuable having these two working together, finding kills over and over again. Neutral here in main. Snare comes out from Ziad. Yubi's in a bit of trouble. TP into the flip. Simple's there. He doesn't have to use the Suzu, but the clock comes out from Qadsiah.
They're all deep-peeking. Ziad just blocking, keeping that Rebel anchored. Kellex has a look. There's still a rail there. Still one left for Quartz here, but can't find anything with it. Chance now for TM to keep going with this beat push if they want. Kellex doesn't quite have it yet. Look, just creeping up on this left-hand side. They go forward. Pressure coming through. KSA's going to press form. Astro still has that beat if they need it as well. Walking forward, but both teams kind of stalling it out right now.
Already stalling it out. Funny Astro and Kellex matched on beats. Such a long fight taking place here where nobody can break the neutral. Lubda bumps the clock and goes down. Yubi! Holy talk takes down Lubda and Kellex. Now Twisted Minds, they're stealing this one away. This is a series-defining fight right here. Yubi beaming through all of Qadsiah. No ultimates required for Twisted Minds. A clock invested. Lubda, a panicked swap over to the Cassidy. For some reason, it's the Qadsiah first team wipe. Yeah, 5 minutes in a push. As Twisted Minds get Jack.
Huge play from Yubi, shuts down that overclock straight away and then kills Kellex, and there's no chance to even try and turn the fight. Ult swing into Twisted Mind's flavor. We already have the lead too. Symbol ready to go for Yubi into this one, swinging around the corner, pressure onto him. Kitsune Rush will be mirrored, Symbol over the top. Now TM, they can keep going forward, pressure coming out. Kellex has the beat, Yubi dies in this. Beat comes through a little bit late from Astro in the end. Now looking for more of these kills, but KSA has found Ziad, drops in. Look, just found Astro underneath. The payload caught underneath. KSA doesn't want to let it move back. They're trying to regroup and stabilize under here, TM.
Huge backswing for Qadsiah if they can close this one out. Lubda under a lot of pressure though is Quartz. He's got the rail. Lubda even re-peeking into it. No respect whatsoever. Still Twisted Mind stalling the card underneath. Quartz, he's got the clock. If anybody gets overzealous on the side of Alcad, you can see Lubda once again under pressure. Fully torqued. Checkmate beaming into KSA's face. He pops the Annihilation. Wall comes out in response from Checkmate. Qadsiah, they're trying to displace Twisted Minds, but they're all back in the fight. They've got those close spawns. TP comes out from Checkmate. He's behind. He's trying to beam in the back of Yubi, and overclock comes out from Quartz on the high ground.
He's over the top, he's behind him now, they're all lining up. Can he find the kill? Damage, gets Lubda as he goes around the corner, still more, taking the duel with Landon. Now Landon's low, Quartz does it again. Kellex trying to respond, but the pocket comes through from Simple, and Quartz kills everyone.
Absolutely ridiculous. Quartz finds 3 yet again, another pop clock, kill everyone situation for Twisted Minds as they are stealing this map away. Lubda with the cast swap looks decent, but look at this masterclass from Quartz. Drops with the flank, hits the rail, slides away from the flash, hits another rail on Landon for good measure, jumps over Kellex's head and cleans up the kill as well. Let's get back to the action as we can see on the high ground. The scrap is taking place. Quartz has another rail. High Noon comes out from Lubda. He steps forward. Unbelievable.
Astro gets that one, and just when it was looking to be a big ult trade, Kitsune Rush was invested. This is a huge swing in the economy for Qadsiah. A high noon for a Kitsune Rush. Great chance for him, but they've got so much to do. There's still 3 minutes left, but 97 meters conceded.
So many meters conceded, but Twisted, they've got no ultimates to match into this next fight. If Qadsiah recognize the situation, if they fight fast and aggressive, they will be able to catch Twisted Minds with no ultimates to respond. Qadsiah currently playing rather slowly, though. Not sure if they're waiting for a respawn or if they just don't know the situation that they're in. If they keep waiting, they are going to catch Funny Astro's beat. TP play comes out, Rush from Landon comes in. They're pushing, but Twisted have fully flipped them up, and now Funny Astro is on that beat.
Looking for his opportunity now. Kellex has the beat ready to go as well. Yubi takes a lot of damage. Lubda TP's in. Beat comes through. Yubi dies. Late again from Astro. Now Kellex responds, but it's late for Checkmate as well. 4v4 all to play for. Quartz slides in. Caught up by that slow. Landon is pushing him here. Ziad's all over him. Player advantage now for Alcad. Slow onto Kellex to try and trade it. Trying to pocket him through. KSA finds the kill, but he's low and he will fall. And Qadsiah, finally some progress for them.
Qadsiah, they're going to post a couple of meters here, but they're so far from being out of the woods. 97 meters on the board for Twisted Minds. Back spawns for Qadsiah. So Twisted, they're going to be back into this next fight fast. You can see the taxi TP from Yubi getting everybody out of spawn already. As Twisted Minds, they step right back up. They've got the Annihilation, they've got the Sim Wall. TP comes out from Yubi. He wants to kite this one away, but it's beamed out. KSA's blocking on the card. Annihilation and Sim Wall come back out for Twisted Minds. You can see the disengagement from Qadsiah, but Ziad is in trouble. He's forced to use the Annihilation. He's blocking for dear life, but Landon has been punched out. No heals remain for Alcad. Twisted Minds, they've stolen the card as they clean up these kills. And Quartz, it's over for Twisted, or for Alcad.
Kellex manages to die on point, relieve a little bit of pressure, but that's a huge fight. Great annihilation by KSA. Gets the crucial trade there. And now Qadsiah, 1 minute left on the clock. Quartz has overclock, Simple has Kitsune Rush, and Qadsiah is just a little bit short of everything. They have that high noon, but Quartz is going already. Dink on Kellex, more damage onto Ziad, has the form, forces them all back. But the payload's just moving up during all of this. Qadsiah, they use for high noon, 1 TP going through, TP away. It's a game of TPs, but Yubi's in the line of sight, finds the kill. Traded by Quartz, though Quartz is still lurking behind. Can make this messy for him. Quartz on the high ground looking for more. Kellex tries to respond. Landon's looking at him too. TP to threaten Quartz too, but he's just going to charge a rail off that. Checkmate goes to have a look. Quartz is going to try and preserve his life here. Still looking, and they're struggling to deal with him.
KSA and Simple just blocking the cart indefinitely underneath. You can see Quartz getting into a bit of a spot of bother, but he will slide out to safety. KSA form timing committed, but Quartz again delivers. Pick onto Lubda in the neutral. Simple pops a Kitsune Rush. Landon's popped one to match, but Quartz good for another with Funny Astro. Checkmate is down, so is Lubda. There's no DPS remaining for Alcad. Kellex goes down with the beat, but there's 12 seconds on the clock, Xavier. This could be the last fight.
We're close to Alcad spawn, so they can flood back. We're about to go into the STC overtime. KSA is low. Quartz is still peeking aggressively. Yubi's going to move that robot as far away as he can. Kellex beats in. Annihilation. They're running for the point. They can't make it.
Touch.
TM tie it up.
A classic map 5. 3-minute ad break. Enjoy.
Yeah, I actually think that was like a generational KSA map. Like, Quartz is getting all the finals, but KSA is actually just blocking forever. Like, on that one fight under the enemy bridge, he actually just blocks there for like 2 minutes straight. He just opens the whole map up for Quartz to go and get finals.
I mean,
map 5 Simban coming in, I imagine.
It felt like it was after that Circuit Royale. It felt like it was going to get away from TM.
Yeah,
Is a great response.
These guys are just mental warriors. You can't mental bring TM. It's not possible.
I mean, this was the least surprising map 5 in human history.
Yeah, I literally said. I think anyone could have read that before the game.
I think that maybe the problem. This is a really interesting one, this map 5, because it does feel like every team that plays against TM has this advantage in terms of like a dive map or a sim ban or something. I think Alcad still has that advantage, you know?
Yeah, they do. Sure.
I think if Alcad are smart here, I think we're picking Blizzard World and we're banning Sim, and I think you're putting TM in a really tricky situation here.
No Dio ban either, right? And they can ban Gary potentially too.
I thought with the Tracer ban, or rather with the Sim ban forcing Tracer, Alcad have lost that before though. Like, Yubi's actually good at Tracer. I don't think it's actually that good, is it?
No, they lost it in winners finals, but Alcad shown them in grand finals.
Yeah,
sure.
I disagree. I think if you've been watching like recently, I think Yubi had that one generational map in playoffs against someone.
Yeah, I mean, I buy the theory. I'm with you.
There's still an enormous Tracer gap there, I think.
No, I think if you've seen the Tracer maps that they've been playing in the last like 2 or 3 times, it's looked really weak. Like when they played against Sign, I think the reason TM are playing May on these Tracer bans is I think that on the Sim ban, I think there's a little bit of confidence lost there. I think there's an element of Jungkook has to be brave here because they're also a Sim team, but I think it's like it seems to be a no-brainer at this moment.
What if he doesn't ban Sim, bans Kiriko, forces back Lucio Mirror, and then Ziad plays Diva, and it's like Blizzard World or something, right? Then KSA either has to match, or Ziad can just go get heavy on the Baptiste.
I mean, he will get heavy. I think that's happening regardless. I think for me, when TM can play the same Kiria Lucio back with May, they still look pretty competitive. I think you have to play a map where you can't play Lucio, like where Ram May isn't going to be an option, you know. And I think just ban the Sim. And I think Alcad. This is one of those situations where it's a shame Psycho's up there with his bloody hoodie on, looking all cool. Because if a team does get to, it's the same thing happening in Sign. If a team does get to map 5 with the Sim ban open, if you put in Psycho, then yeah, you can even ban the Sim potentially there too, you know?
Oh my god, could you imagine how alpha that would be if Psycho gave
takes the
tap,
off.
gives him the tap and says, get up.
Get out. Takes the jacket off, puts it on you and says, I'm sitting down.
What, like what Moon did to Max, where he just tapped him on the shoulder and then pointed backstage. That would be insane.
Oh, thank you, Abdul, for the 10 as well.
I mean,
he says,
yeah,
let's go.
Blizzard World. Blizzard World. Let's see. And it is okay. Me and Junkbuck, two peas in a
Kiri.
pod.
So you're both right. You're both right. Sim and Kiri.
Wait,
with
why
that
did TM ban Kiri?
TM Kiri ban, that's nuclear. What the fuck?
I'm not sure about this.
They're clearly not scared of the. They're clearly not scared of the Diva ban, man.
They
Of the
wanna
Diva,
play
sorry, into the
Bap
ban.
They're already banned Diva, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I'm saying they're not scared of playing BAP into Diva. That's what I meant.
Okay. I don't know if this is like a BAP break angle, but even then it feels, whatever we're playing, we're starting to, yeah, I don't know.
I think we're taking the piss, putting Landon on BAP.
Do you remember when they did this? I think it was actually in the SEL, which obviously had slightly different rosters. But that was also where Qadsiah forced a BAP Lucio mirror on like the map 5 and then lost it as well. So there is like, I guess, it's gone both ways before. But I feel like on paper this is better for Alcad.
Yeah, I mean, I think so for sure. I think that maybe the teams that play against TM, you kind of want to space out. You want to play your dive maps and you want to space out your sim ban. But if you get to this situation, you can do them both, a double bubble. I mean, yeah, UB's actually still going to roll out on the May. So I think this is what I'm kind of talking about. I think there is a loss of confidence here in terms of wanting to play the Tracer.
Yeah.
But I think I'm looking at this comp and I'm thinking this is a tricky comp for the map that we're going to play. And I'd be, even though there's May, I'd be shocked if Ziad isn't getting heavy all over my screen.
Yeah, I think the Ram comp loses so much versatility without the sim, and it becomes much more like narrow and just close-minded. Like you can't just suddenly have all the options that the sim TV gives you.
Second is really rough. Second is really rough.
Yeah.
First and third especially is not too bad. First will be a bit tough, but second is where it gets really hard. Alright, 55, 54, 53.
Works, mate,
52.
works. Keep it going.
Orisa is the choice here from Ziad, so decent enough matchup into the make, and obviously Javelin Qadsiah out these block timings as well, but for now, Alcad keeping it on the ground.
Good read already from Ziad. He sees the May. He gets straight over to a more survivable tank versus the wall timings. Checkmate slithering in from behind, though, forcing a reposition for the Twisted Minds backline. Quartz is stuck in the corner. Lamp has already been forced for Simple. Not a good look whatsoever for Twisted Minds. Simple stuck in the corner as well. UB in ice block. Simple taking so much damage, and Qadsiah, they are trading out. They are taking a lot of damage on their end as well. But Twisted, they've had so many skills forced.
They're rotating round. They're looking for Landon now. Is it going to be a wall up? He doesn't have it for a few seconds. They're going to get underneath instead. Quartz finds the kill, but Simple's traded in the back. Lamp comes out from Landon, but he's traded by Astro as well. Ice block forced by UB. It's turning into a dogfight here. Quartz half HP. Checkmate is on the chase. Checkmate got the HP advantage by a mile. Quartz can't find the dig. 17 HP. Checkmate takes him down. Now Checkmate playing clean up here, actually. All of a sudden, it's a 2v2. Kellex is going to get slowed, but Checkmate, he has the Pulse Bomb.
Pulse Bomb's available, and there's no Baptiste to save the day. Checkmate, he's gone and spawn camped Simple. He's got the recall as well. He's not going to force anything out of Simple, though, and now he's on the run with no recall. Needs to be careful for himself. Simple's got the window. Astro's got the beat. The Alcad supports are far behind on ult charge right now, so we've got to be really careful if you're Alcad. There could be a window swing just around the corner.
Looking for their opportunity, getting marked on the back, window in the front from Simple, Alcad. They're able to just step it back for absolutely free. This is going to buy time for Landon to get his own window. Kellex to get closer to that beat. Now the overclock from Lubda first as they swing round. Ziad's taken a lot. Lubda's got the opposite angle. They back it up. Beat comes through from Astro for pushback. Kellex doesn't have the beat to match just yet. So Alcad, they're trying to kite, looking for a swing. It's a risky one from Lubda and they get shut down. They didn't have the ults to respond with their greed from Lubda, and they're going to be forced back.
So dicey for Lubda. If he hits that shot through the window, he looks like a genius, but he misses, goes down to the snare, and suddenly Qadsiah on the back foot. 2 minutes already off the clock. Only support ultimates invested by Twisted Minds, and Simple's already 50% of the way to another window. KSA, he's got an Annihilation, double DPS ultimate online for Twisted Minds. Alcad, it's looking choppy for them. They've already spent 3 ultimates for nothing at all. No ticks, and a minute 40 on the clock, Sav.
Body shot from Lubda onto the high ground, but look at UB hiding. They're pinging for him so he knows where they are. They've gone the opposite side of UB though, so a little bit unlucky. It's a big push coming in. Defensive wall for Simple. Now as they flood in, they do have it. Lubda's found the kill onto Qadsiah and is all the way in. Checkmate Health finishes that one up, and all of a sudden, Twisted Minds, they can't use any of these ultimates. The beat push is just good from Alcad.
Kellex Generational beat push right there. Speedster getting it done. The wall from Yubi, you can see the vision walling off their push, but he does wind up stopping Qadsiah's retreat as well. So ultimately, Twisted Minds, they can't really get that kite off in the face of the beat. They can't get any of their ultimates online. And now Qadsiah for only a beat. They're now on second point with a decent bank of time. Ziad with the Terror Surge, he might be able to play the corner if Twisted Minds push, but out in the open, it's quite difficult to make that surge work.
Trying to go fast and flip the map potentially here, Twisted Minds. They're threatening to go behind. They're going to go high ground here. Kellex has seen it coming, so Alcad have a chance to flip the other side, but they get there. Hainan comes out. No TP for this, remember, though, so Quartz is going to have nothing to look at with this one, and it'll be a stalemate around this choke.
Stalemate on the choke right now as Ziad pushes deep. He's clearly telegraphing that he wants to go for this ultimate. He misses his spear. He misses the pull on the Baptiste as well. He's taking a beating. He's going to go down here. Quartz finds the kill. Check his trade simple, so it's a 4 versus 4. Everyone for Twisted has very little health, and with no main healing support, they are going to go down. KSA, Funny Astro, the only players remaining as Checkmate begins to push the cart. KSA just scrambling for the payload, avoiding the stagger by dying on cart.
Gets onto cart, dies for it now, and I mean, they could see that Ziad one coming a mile away, but Checkmate's getting through so much work on this Tracer, just completely uncontested. Normally it's Quartz taking responsibility, but now Yubi swapped onto Tracer. They'll have a more direct answer for us in a lot of situations. So Tracer Mirror as we move on to second.
Tracer Mirror on second point, and we can see the movement over to Tracer. It's a scary one for Yubi. We've had a history of Checkers getting the better of him, but Overclock comes out already. Lubda, he takes down Simple. Beat from Funny Astro. They don't want it to go, but they need this kill. They need to find something on Lubda, but this beat push, it's found nothing at all. Maybe it would have been better off kiting at this stage as Twisted Minds falling over. Checkmate with double melee finisher. He's got big fists on the Tracer. Absolutely unreal as Twisted Minds. They've lost the second point in no time at all.
Simple back in spawn as well, nowhere to go. Another melee for Checkmate, and he is getting it all done here. 3 minutes now as we go into third. They were all so low, Twisted Minds. The beat push fails from Astro. A replay of this one here. Look at the HPs.
Quick melee finisher catches Yubi and Funny Astro. 2 brothers, 1 fist, and it is done and dusted. Twisted Minds have got the Annihilation, which is such a hard ult to carry fights with, and Kellex beat available. Checkers Pulse threatening the back line of Twisted. All on the line right now, and the second point was nothing but a flash in the pan. Still 3 minutes remaining. Slow neutral here on the corner. You can see Twisted don't want to push past it. Now Qadsiah are farming their window.
Checkmate trying to get through the left-hand side here, has the pulse bomb, but lots of players on high ground, so hard to find it. KSA's just pushed forward and killed Landon. Beat from Kellex is really late here. Astro's under a lot of pressure. Checkmate's still a menace, but it started horrendously now for Qadsiah. They're going to try and kite out a little bit, but Ziad dies as well, and that was the Annihilation just to deal with both support ults.
Jack has invested the pulse bomb on the back end of that fight. Now he's being chased to spawn, but Yubi, in an attempt to catch him, will go down. Railed and shot down by Checkmate. So 5 versus 4 situation as Qadsiah step forward. Checkmate has the off angle. He's on the backline. Simple has to use the leap in response. Funny Astro, the speedster, is peeling. Window comes down from Simple, but Simple's gone down. Has had a no lamp challenge. As Twisted Minds have gone down. Pulse from Yubi. It catches Landon, but the lamp is good. So somehow Qadsiah, they've stolen this one.
Great fight for Qadsiah there. Checkmate, an absolute menace on this backline, all from that opening pick. Still 2 minutes on the clock, but Qadsiah, they're approaching the final part of Blizzard World now. They have a Terror Surge ready to go. Nearly an overclock, and look at Ziad. He's telegraphing this one. He's all over Simple. Is there going to be a beat in time? Astro has the beat now. It comes through. Astro drops a beat. It catches everyone. They all live the Terror Surge. They kill Ziad for it as well. Astro gets it just in the nick of time. Landon jumps forward trying to live, but the beat from Astro saves the day.
Unreal beat from Funny Astro, absolutely game-saving. Ziad had the perfect angle to take down Simple, sucked him out of his lamp and all, but Funny Astro, perfectly timed beat. Quartz has a clock, we know what he is capable of with it, but Lubda has a clock to match. Landon can throw down the window as well, don't even need to headshot. Early clock from Quartz, the swing is on. You can see Lubda falls, he did not match the ultimate. Landon's headshotted up on the high ground. Quartz, he swings wider, he hits the shot mid-air, he slides back to safety. The pressure is on, unreal performance from Quartz, but there's still a minute on the clock. Lubda and Landon still have ults.
They're chasing Kellex all the way on second here. They have to be careful of the respawns. Checkmate's about to come up now, so Kellex will get to regroup with his team. Now Lubda has his chance at his own overclock. No ultimates just yet from Twisted Minds. They're holding this front corner, but they might have to kite this one. Opportunity for Lubda now.
Really important that they cheat one of these ultimates. Checkmate fighting Yubi on the side. The clock comes out in main. You can see the kite is on for Twisted, but nobody is helping KSA. He's been speared. Annihilation forced. Window for window, but Simple's gone down. Yubi as well. The beat push is on for Alcad. Now Twisted Minds, they need to stall the card. They need to wait for respawns. But with a full team wipe, it may just be a situation where Qadsiah can push it over the line. UB, KSA, Simple, all coming back on the fastest characters possible. UB forced to play Venture of all things. KSA on the Zarya for the bubble. Last desperate touches. UB burrows underneath. The stall is good for Twisted.
Bubble comes out, Yubi's keeping the point anchored. Ziad there, no ultimates just yet for Qadsiah, trying to fight it. Ziad's going to get fried by Nasaria, but KSA dies first, pushing forward. Now all over Simple, they have to try and go for the touch. Simple plays his life, Astro goes for the touch, he can't get it. And Qadsiah, they full push in this map 5.
Qadsiah, give him an STC overtime and they'll give you a full cap in said STC overtime. Unreal. UB now, you can see Quartz discussing, talking shop. No way are they out of the woods. This is so tight. This is so full pushable for Twisted Minds. The Tracer wasn't a super solid showing for UB, admittedly. The Mei, much more difficult to pull off on the offense. I think we are going to have to see a Tracer be Tracer for the offense. I do back Alcad here, but you can never count out Quartz. You can never count out Fonny Astro in a situation like this.
Yeah, I think I do have slight worries that the narrative is maybe exactly what we expect, you know? Like, first it actually looks very, very solid for TM, and then the second that payload gets involved, and the second both teams go Tracer, you start to see Checkmate's choppy Checkmate a little bit. I agree, I think maybe you can run the Mei on first, but I really don't know how far we can take this on the offense here.
Especially because there was a point when it was 2 minutes into the first point hold where it thought, like, actually Alcad, are they just going to get full held here and completely cooked? But the second point was mega.
The script writers are pushing for a map 6. I think that's what's going on here.
Checkmate starting on the Tracer again. Remarked for Ziad. KSA's on Zarya, but might just be probably just a bubble for the look here. We'll see if he commits to it, especially once they've seen this Ram. Interesting decision, and yeah, as soon as they've seen that Ram, KSA's going to turn back to spawn. Probably just expecting a Ram mirror from KSA here.
Ram mirror comes out. UB gonna stick the Mei on the offense, in fact, and I think it's a little bit more difficult to pull this off as the points get more open, as you have to attack into the high grounds of Qadsiah. But if there's a Mei to do it, it would be the genius, it would be the captain, it would be the leader, the heart and soul of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, UB. Checkmate over on the side, holding this angle, has to go back to the mini, and you can see UB, Quartz, Fonny Astro, they're all hunting for checkers.
Gets the kill, Checkmate goes down, big opening pick, and now Yubi can push this angle. Eyes on Kellex on the low ground, he's awfully low. Landon lamps for it now, no lamp for the backline. Yubi hits another dink, ice block used. Quartz is up there with him, they are pushing it as well. And Yubi hits the dink mid-air. They are just on the run, they are getting pushed all the way out. And it's an easy first point for TM.
UB is just playing 4D chess on the server right now. He catches Checkmate, he walls himself up to the backline, he gets it all done. I can't stop doing tricks on it as I hold my finger up in front of my face for the pose. Qadsiah scrambling to deal with UB's creative Mei.
Big time bank now, and with the Orisa swap, KSA's taking a step ahead and gone onto the Zarya. Is Ziad already out? He is. He's up on the high ground here, so this will be a very good matchup. Mei, Zarya. Looking like a really great chance to just shred Ziad in a lot of these situations. Bully the cart forward. Wall behind Ziad now. Ziad can't snap one out though, and Landon's just found a pick onto Quartz. Window response from Simple.
Quartz is picked and the window is up. At least the window is on the cart so we can keep rolling forward. Fonny Astro is going to catch Ziad. Lamp is good. Shots are better. Simple's going to take down Checkmate. One-man advantage for Twisted Minds. UB's incredibly low. Needs to play it slow. Lubda has slid in behind and found a trade. Landon, window on high ground, he finds another. Both supports are dead. KSA stuck in the open. You can see the DPS and KSA all swinging for Twisted Minds as they continue pushing the cart. Qadsiah, these trades are good, but are they good enough?
Respawn advantage for TM so they can get that payload moving. Checkmate comes to stall it out now. UB has Blizzard for this next fight. Interesting to see how they try and approach this part of Twisted Minds. Always difficult for the ground team versus the high ground. Ziad just dropped a match now. Kellex has killed UB somehow in all of this. And now they can push him back to the choke here.
Headshot from Lubda as he presses the advantage. KSA's inside. He does not have that grab even close because of the swap. Pulse comes out from Checkmate. Will not connect with anything. Now Twisted Minds, they're on the swing yet again. Beat available for both Lucios. Overclock on the high ground from Lubda could be the difference maker. Quartz does not yet have it, but you can see a fast rotation. They're trying to catch the Tracer once again. They're trying to give UB some assistance as he off angles all alone. Tracer recall out from Checkmate as the high ground swing is good from Twisted. They have out positioned Alcad.
Block comes through from Lubda. B in response now from Astro. Kellex has a chance for a much later beat. They've kited underneath, so they might not need it at all. Ziad's under a lot of pressure. Gotta be so worried, but beat push comes back in now. Can they find anything new? They're trying to walk onto KSA. Checkmate's far behind, but nothing from this beat response from Alcad.
No kills, and they're stealing meters all the while. Now the clock comes out from Quartz, and there's no ult to respond with for Alcad. No kills coming through as of yet as we spectate the wrong Sojourn. Landon catches a headshot, but will not go down. Yubi has the mail. It's last fight on second point now, and Blizzard on the payload could be the difference maker. Swing onto Kellex. He hits the body shot, but he won't find the kill. Ziad blocking desperately on the card as the window looks good. Window in response from Landon. Grab from KSA, finds a kill. Checkmate so low in the back, Lubda so low in the front. Can't keeps rolling forward. No chance for Alcad to continue recontesting here. Twisted, third point, almost 5 minutes to spare.
Checkmate. Even the world champ will do a Tracer Pulse in the all-important map 5. And if anything, it was maybe TM who overspent. The window into the grab was probably enough. UB threw in the Blizzard to make sure of it. So they do get second and they get a fat time bank. But they do use that Blizzard. KSA onto the Ramatra now. Checkmate onto the May. And it is staying dead even as we go into a mirror.
Jack is in the mood to match now. Full mirror all the way. Beat advantage of Funny Astro. Annihilation around the corner for Ziad. Twisted Minds, they've got the momentum right now though. As you can see, Checkmate going for a flank. He wants to win fast. He's pushing behind. He gets the angle. He comes out. He's on Funny Astro. He hits 2 body shots. He's forced to block. He's on the run now. Quartz slides in, trying to deal with this flank. But you can see, Qadsiah, they've given them the slip. Now the swing is on in main. Big punches for KSA. Beat push from Funny Astro, and there's nothing in response from Qadsiah. Landon goes down. Clock from Lubda. His angle is good. Ziad pops the Annihilation, trades KSA. Lubda swings on the flank. He catches Quartz. 1-man advantage for Alcad. Beat available for Kellex, but he really doesn't want to have to use it. As Funny Astro will go down, and Alcad holds strong.
Lubda dealing with it. Lamp onto you, but you trades it actually, trying to make it as expensive as possible. Simple still around with him, but no more trades coming the way of TM. And Qadsiah managed to deal with that one. And most importantly, they keep hold of this beat as well, which means when Twisted Minds come forward, window overclock, Qadsiah can push right through those.
Window available for Simple. He's looking for an angle to get it done. Ziad blocking inside. Just a classic case of block slop. Window comes out. It's right on the corner. Beat push in response. Kite attempt from Twisted Minds. KSA, he can't get it done. He gets booped in by Kellex. He doesn't have the form in time. And it's just an easy cleanup for Alcad. Window for beat. Excellent trade for Alcad.
This is what Alcad needed. It's a 4-minute time bank they're facing down on third point here, so efficient fights like this will go a long way. We're still on the first corner, so they even have a fight to lose. Again, we see Kellex and Checkmate teaming up, trying to play from that right-hand side. Astro and Yubi are there as the Maze are going to meet. All from Yubi is avoided as we go back to main as Quartz has this overclock ready to go.
The Quartz clocks have been so good. Landon's railed already, but Lubda, he delivers. Checkers is blizzarded on the flank, but he's in an ice block. Yubi with the counter blizzard. It's Quartz. He will go down, but Checkers in response. It's a 4 versus 4. Quartz will be back soon with his overclock. You can see him double sliding out of spawn here as KSA presses forward. He has the Annihilation. Window comes up from Landon. Wall in response from Yubi to block the line of sight. Kellex is punched down. KSA might not even need to use the Annihilation as Ziad falls, and now it's the best case scenario for Twisted. They've got the overclock for Quartz. They've got the Annihilation for KSA. 1:44. If they can do this with over a minute, Twisted aren't even going to have to play for a win. They only have to play for the draw.
Great opportunity now for Twisted Minds. They have all the ults to win it quick. They can start with this overclock, beat Annihilation to layer in. Window even to follow on point as well. Lubda, he needs a miracle. They need to get Ziad in this Annihilation. Clock ready for Quartz. Looking for the opportunity. Annihilation window first of all. Looking for more damage. Clock comes through. Pumping damage through. Lubda responds now coming through. Ziad's taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have form. Doesn't get to be Annihilation. 96%. They push forward. 14 seconds.
13 seconds.
If they can get over a minute. Lubda's the last one standing on the point. He gets a trade. 8 seconds left.
Twisted Minds, they full cap the map with over a minute. Qadsiah, they have to play for a draw, Zav.
Oh. Who said map 6?
Map 6. Map 6.
Come on, script writers.
I told you, the script writers are at it. Like,
I need to piss so bad.
I think you're getting to bed late tonight, Max. That's my prediction for today.
I'm gonna miss my flight.
What time's your flight?
4 a.m. My pickup is at 1:20 a.m.
Yeah, you might be in a wee bit of trouble here, mate.
Right. Fuck.
That's the price you pay for good Overwatch, okay?
Yep. My voice is dead after game 1, so I don't know how we're going to be after game 4.
Remember how good TM's first push was as well, right? They catch checkmate early, and then Yubi just runs them over with the wall onto the high ground.
Yeah, it's really important. Like, that means they don't have to go back. Like, the mayor's got on first, like you said, and we don't have to go past first point anymore, you know? Like,
Just
we're not planning.
too.
Yeah, we're not. Like, I think second point on the mayor is so fucking hard, but now they really don't have to think about that. And they've got checkmate in the mayor mirror, actually, which should benefit TM. Actually, a UB psyop to get checkmate on mayor and off
Honestly, just a hit scan battle for 1 minute. Who gets the pick?
That's actually true.
Yeah, it's all it is.
It's really
But that's
got
all
a lot
Quartz
of time.
needs.
I'll put my money on Quartz.
We're on.
Twisted Minds putting their money on Quartz as well. It's going to be a May mirror here. Qadsiah, they have to play for the draw just to extend this series. TM though, it's their chance to win it, their chance to get into the grand final and send Qadsiah home. Quartz onto the high ground, half a rail, eyes on Lubda. Doesn't have it yet. The rest of TM going left-hand side, looking for the opportunity. Body shot only. UB half HP. Quartz creeping in. He's got the free angle here. Now Cadex tries to respond.
Double slide from Quartz. He's over to main now. Misses the rail. Rail comes back in response from Lubda. Will not take down Simple. Big cleave from checkmate right now as KSA pops the form, but he's frozen. Punches in his face. So dangerous. Checkmate incredibly low. Forced to ice block. He's inside the snare. Yubi's in the back line. He's all over Simple. He's doing so much damage. Landon is on the run. Yubi, he's in trouble up top. 3 players on his head. He goes down to Kellex. 1-for-1 trades as Kellex will fall. KSA is so incredibly low on the point. Blocking for dear life. Window available for so soon. Landon 95%. He's in trouble. He's traded by Astro. It's a 3 versus 3, Zab.
3 versus 3. Lubda shuts down Simple, coming from the high ground. Astro's going to go for the first touch. Quartz, he's there. He nearly has a rail. He drops down. He looks for Lubda. Gets the shot, but he's traded. Astro still getting the touch. UB KSA coming back on fast heroes now. UB is in. Recall has been spent. They wall off it as well. They need to deal with it. Coming in for one more touch. It's KSA. He's onto the point. Annihilation popped. KSA's frozen up. Qadsiah hold. Map 6, baby.
Map 6, baby.
3-minute ad break. I'll be right back.
Holy shit. I swear, how the fuck did UB get on boats? I swear that was like so close to being a generational play from him.
Oh, if he kills Landon there, it's over, you know? Like,
if he gets a bit more help, you know?
Yeah, it's just that timing. Quartz needs to take the same angle he took the first 2 fights on that timing. If he does it, Landon's always dead. The game is done. But Quartz is getting marked or doing something or jerking off, as they would say. Even that fucking moment, you know?
Even Astro, right? Like, if Astro could get up there as well and help UB, like, that was... People might flame UB for that, but I swear that's actually a generational play for him. That's like a game-winning play for him.
I think so. I think he's took the map. He's took all the attention. He's got Landon's lamp, 1 HP, anything in that moment, and then they're there.
Yeah.
The
script writers couldn't let that happen. I mean, Quartz had already used double slide by that point, I think, right? Because he peeked right side and then he double slid to left side.
Yeah.
So there was and KSA was struggling, so I think the support attention was on KSA's HP. So there was just not enough resources to help.
It's quite tricky too now because it's actually a really big advantage to get the map 6 pick once everything opens back up. Like the sim ban is gone, true, but actually your ability to pick.
Alcad gets it, right?
I think Alcad get it again.
Yeah, a few people asking as well. So the pick basically rolls forward. So Qadsiah will get to pick the mode out of all of the modes. All they can do is just not pick the maps that we've already seen in the series, and they get to ban first as well. But all the previous bans are still count, you know, so you can't repeat bans.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's tough. It's Jib. It's Jib for sure. It's Jib. Diva's
probably right.
Diva ban.
It's like Diva ban Kiri or something. That's what the pick is.
Yeah, they have a Kiri ban open too, right?
Oh, yeah, it was TM who banned Kiri on that last one, so they still.
Oh fuck. TM do so well, and I mean maybe this map is more winnable on paper than Blizzard World should have been, and then they would this.
I'm actually heartbroken that UB play. I saw that play and it was like, that's actually so insane. How the fuck did he
when
get
I clocked him on the high ground, I was like,
How
oh my god, this is so much aura if he wins the semi-final like this. You know?
Actually just he deserves to win for just getting into that. But how the fuck did he get there? His team wasn't even on point, and he's just taken the entire map by himself.
Even when not on sim, UB has a TP.
Yeah. I mean, people. I don't know. UB has aura on May. Like, people forget this. Like maybe it's not the same as his sim, but this guy can play May. Like,
TM have banned Diva already. Yes, Zunku. Yeah.
Bans definitely don't reset, right? Like 100%.
No, don't reset.
Okay.
Because that would be horrendous, like a back to Simbad
Oh,
back to back.
oh.
Would you motherfucker? Like,
Back to back.
Oh,
Teleportation
come on, yeah.
Teleportation is a mindset. I love that.
Right, I'm grabbing some more water. Hold on.
Oh, it's tricky actually. Fuck. I really thought when the cap was over a minute.
Yeah. I mean, it was just going to come down to... I mean, it was just RNG at that point, I think. Like, to be honest, I was expecting the game to end from a Lubda headshot, but... I think Alcad won the initial resource trade and then just kept that up for the whole minute, you know? Like, Quartz forced his angle out early, and KSA was just low HP for, like, what felt like the entire minute.
Can you run an ad now? I think we just ran them like a minute ago, so I think you should be okay for the game.
W.
Does
Yeah, I
it
don't
say
know,
somewhere when your next auto ad is meant to come? I don't know. It should say somewhere, but
Don't think either of the streaming nodes are here. Just me and
Yeah.
you, part-timers.
while everyone's gone, feel free to lend me a tab.
I feel like in Overwatch right now, like in these high pressure fights, once you start losing resources, I think it's actually impossible to like regain the resource war unless you full
Yeah.
reset, you know? I don't know if it's the DPS passive or what, but it feels like once your tank takes a massive HP chunk, if the enemy team keeps the pressure up, it's actually impossible for them to get it back. Unless you guys like full 5-man DP.
Ooh. Crunch time. Was New Junk City the map? Or are you guys guessing?
No, I think that's guesswork. I mean, Alcad will pick the... I don't even know, like, do Alcad want to lean into the Diva, or do they just want to take the big dick mirror? I really don't know. Like, Chris was talking about Gibraltar, which would make sense if you want to force the Diva, right?
Cassie, thank you for the tier 1.
Brig
Appreciate it.
ban.
Welcome to the bag of chips.
New Junk City pick.
New Junk City Brig ban.
So they're just handshaking.
There's only one way to finish an all EMEA semi-final. It's New Junk
New
City
Junk
and we're
City
playing Sim.
mirroring Sim, baby.
So, okay, there's actually there's statistics here. Let me dig out the statistics.
This happened before, right, in one of their like map fights.
So, yeah,
It was the grand finals, right?
in all of the SEL and all of the games that Alcad and TM have played since KSA rejoined the roster, Alcad have picked New Junk City 5 times, won 5 times. They have never
Really?
lost to TM
Oh,
on
shit.
New Junk City.
I mean, they played
So-
Diva on this map, right? I'm pretty
That's
sure
right.
it's gonna
Oasis,
rely
they
on
are
Diva.
6-0-2. So those are the two maps that,
Interesting.
based on raw statistics, that they were probably
That's
They
a
would
W
take
stat.
the
thinking
opportunity.
about.
Where are you getting these stats from?
That's a desk W.
I just
what the fuck?
yeah, I just did my research. Okay, I've got all of the stats.
How did you
It's a
do
desk-
that?
Desk W.
I just have the stats.
Chris, how did you do that?
I just have them. Okay.
I'm not letting this go. Did you make it up?
He's
No,
not
it's-
making it up.
I'm not making it up. Go check it for yourself. Since KSA rejoined TM, yeah, Qadsiah, TM have won 4 times, and Alcad have won 0. Make that 5 times after today. But New Junk is 5-0 to Alcad.
Isn't that Ziad's Diva map? New Junk? I'd know because when we played them, we mirrored Diva, so they must have played Diva as well.
Yeah, true. They invite me to the desk. I've got my suit on because it's grand finals. Unlike you, Mac, with your shorts, and I'm not even allowed to bring up stats. What's this?
That's actually insane insight from you, Chrissy. That's so good.
That is W Desk Insight. That's why we're here,
literally
you
what
know.
I do,
That's why X is paying us the big bucks to be here, so we can
That's
provide that
why-
insight.
That's why you guys have got the tier 1 contract and Max is on the spare change.
If I can't get your 7th tab, just a fraction of your RAM.
Yeah, let's
to
get
that,
some tabs going. Let's get some tabs
Okay,
going for
Chris,
Chrissy.
Chris, you know what I'm willing to
Just
do? Chris, I'm
tabs,
giving you a tab
YouTube
right
likes
now.
works.
Yeah, get it
That
all
works.
before this game starts, boys.
Is it fine if I have you
Where would I-
muted? Do you still get the...
Yeah, do it. Just as long as just tab, mute it, then
I'm
go back to the
tabbing
big
you
boys,
up. I'm
okay?
tabbing you up right now.
YouTube likes, pretty please.
No, you see, someone says I closed my Unter tab for this. That's not the goal. You can have
No!
one tab. You don't. This is not a dog-eat-dog world, okay?
Tabs for all!
You can't give me a
Everyone
tab, but you
gets
can
a
follow me on
tab.
Twitter.
I am here to say I will not be keeping this tab open. That's really rude, okay? First
Man.
message is that, you know,
Man.
alright, that's fine, alright. Ziad is
Time.
on the
Give me a sec.
Diva.
Alright, 50, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24,
Works.
23. Beautiful. Ziad is on the diva. Kiri, Lucio. No Kiriko ban, though, so means and we're not forcing the Baptiste here. Going to be a slow opening. But actually, KSA's down to half HP already. Aggressive TP comes through. Good boot from Astro to deny the powerful angle for Lubda. And both teams going to reset. Wait, no, KSA's dead.
KSA goes down. Landon finds the pick in the neutral. Everybody from Twisted scrambling to survive, but they cannot. A Simple goes down as well. Qadsiah just continuing this push. Quartz dancing with Destiny, walks forward, will go down in the end. This Qadsiah take the first fight very easily. KSA really had a hard time there. He couldn't step at all.
Had to pop the form defensively just to live, really, and then afterwards just caught without shield, caught without cover, and that's an easy first fight for Qadsiah. Now they have control of the choke, and it's on Twisted Minds to try and navigate their way through this one. Obviously, the Sim TPs will go a long way, but they use it just to go left, just to try and get a bit of an angle first.
Already Yubi vying for a position on the left. Thank you very much. A bunch of letters for the tier 1. Welcome. Yubi spamming in main. Not able to find anything really though. No angle. You can see Qadsiah. They really rely on pulling Twisted in, finding an angle for Ziad. It's all on Twisted Minds to open.
Kitsune close for Landon, chance to push back in. Twisted Minds have to be careful about this as well. And Alcad are just bleeding the clock a little bit. Don't want to push the advantage, just want to waste TM's time. And we're approaching last fight. TM, they're waiting for this Kitsune rush before they go.
TM are taking this so conservatively. They didn't want to engage at all. Now that they have the rush, it's time to go. TP comes on. TP for TP. In fact, the flip is good from Alcad, though. The Fox to carry it forward. Fox for Fox right now is Simple and Landon clash. But Alcad, they're just buying time, just waiting. They need Twisted Minds to touch the point. Then they isolate Quartz. Catch the kill with their next TP timing. Qadsiah, they are just crashing out on Twisted.
Such an important kill timing there for Lubda to find. Simple's found one trade, but there's not enough support because Astro was actually going to get a slightly bit quicker beat than Kellex there, so there was a real opening for TM on that beat timing, but Lubda, crucial pick at a crucial time and 100-0 on point A.
100-0 and so many ults in reserve. Only had to use the Kitsune rush. Twisted Minds, they're closing on a similar ult situation, but KSA's a bit behind. Simple behind Landon because he went down in the fight, whereas Landon just has to keep cleaning up kills. Qadsiah, this could be really deadly for Twisted when they're always finding these open angles to get onto Quartz. This is a map where Quartz can be very easily shut out. TP on, Lubda pulls the clock.
They're all inside here, lots of damage, but no kills. He finds Yubi in the corner, takes him down, and Twisted Minds, they might just have to back out. Another one for Lubda, they're all lining up for him. They can keep having a look if they want outside, but they're just going to be happy with that first cap again, and TM resetting in spawn.
Quick little reset as KSA goes down. Now we've got Funny Astro. He's got a beat drop available. KSA, he also has ult, but Qadsiah, I mean, they're in complete control. They've already taken the first fight. Beat is available for both sides. So really, it's all on Twisted to get an angle for Quartz without Ziad marking it.
Opportunity for Quartz now, but I wonder if Twisted Minds are going to take a big ult trade instead, leave it as the finisher. No, they open with it instead. Quartz looking for it, Symbol in response. Now Yubi can get a much later one as TM try and walk forward. Beats available for both teams still. They're encroaching, looking for their opportunity here. Twisted Minds, they're also low actually here. KSA is going to put the Annihilation first. Pressure onto Ziad. Lubda is low. Kellex has the beat if they need it. He drops it, gets everyone in time. Astro's beat is out too. Simple nearly has Kitsune rush point, but Ziad, he's found two in the back with Lubda. KSA is pushing to try and trade it now, but his Annihilation, it's expired. He can have maybe one more form timing, but nothing going for TM right now.
He needs to really managing to get the perfect beat. Kellex just dominating as Twisted Minds. It seemed like they had such an opportunity there, but nobody's gone down. Qadsiah, they are dominating Twisted Minds. It's almost 200-0.
Can they even get the touch here? They have the Sim, they have the speed, they have the Kitsune rush if they can get to the point. Twisted Minds, they TP for it, looking for an early Kitsune rush. They have to save Astro first, though. Simple comes and helps, and they don't touch the point during all of this. No touch, they can't use the ult advantage. Simple gets a kill for what it's worth. Astro gets another one, but these are all, it's all just pity kills at this point.
These kills mean nothing. There's still 26 seconds until the next point unlocks. Kellex trades Simple. Yubi's down as well, so this back and forth really does not benefit Twisted Minds much at all. And Ziad, he's going to kill Funny Astro in Baby Diva form. 2-0 lead. Map 6, Xavier. This is elimination point, if ever I've seen it. And it's looking like Qadsiah are just rolling through Twisted.
Such a great position for Qadsiah. They just need to hold their nerve now. They get 3 shots at closing this series out and go into the grand final with the Esports World Cup. Lubda has an overclock. Ziad has a bomb, so he can play even more aggressively here. Simple with the Kitsune rush, but if Lubda can find some space for that, it's a great opportunity for him.
Overclock from Lubda on the high ground. The TP flip is good from Yubi. Simple Pigs takes a shot. Now it's just KSA needing to kite it out, but Simple's gone down. Ziad, he captures that kill. Full reset coming out from Twisted Minds. Desperation.
Yeah, and again, Qadsiah win a fight for just an overclock. And again, it's a fight where Twisted Minds have ults to invest back in here. So Twisted Minds trying to cheat a lot of these, but it's not working out. Running out of time, Twisted Minds, they have double support ult and one more chance at this point.
Last chance of Twisted Minds. Tournament life on the line here. Ramform comes out very early from KSA. There's nothing to swing on. What are we farming, Medi? Now he steps up onto the point. He has no annihilation. Kitsune rush from Simple. It's a desperate one. Checkmate, he throws down the window. Ziad is on the case, holding it down on the point. He's half HP, but he's got the bomb for the remake. Fox comes out later from land, and the damage is good. It's a last fight well and truly now. Twisted Minds, it's do or die. Massive snare from KSA. Catches everybody. Forces the beat from either side. Ziad still has the bomb. Yubi about to have the wall. Quartz with the clock. It is available. He pops the clock. Yubi goes down. KSA goes down with the annihilation. Ziad with 2.
No
Make it 3.
way.
How has he done
Ziad
that?
3 on Yubi to win the tournament.
2 kills with a bomb, a remake. Unbelievable from Ziad. TM had all the ults there. A clock, a wall, everything to ensure they convert that fight.
Was that a TP bomb right at the end? It was, no? I swear it was a TP bomb. Let me look.
I'm going back. We'll get the action replay.
It was a TP fucking bomb in the final hour. They TP the bomb on
to the high ground.
Holy shit,
And then he squishes Yubi when he has
That's
ball.
just a good measure because his remake is so heavy.
He kills a ram with ram ult and a single wall with the holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
What a play.
I mean, Chris checkmate in that as well,
That's
right?
a check, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, how can you win against that, dude? How do you do it?
What a series.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys see, but the play style when they play D.Va here is so different. They actually don't engage at all. Like they just TP
AFK.
they just TP 4 people to the high ground and just say, okay, your ram is absolutely fucking useless, you know. And then they just wait for the correct moments with the ult economy. Like everything that we'd seen in the series before was quite EU style, you know. We were just running into each other, punching each other, we were getting shit done. This was way slower, way more controlled. I guess that's why they're now 6-0 on New Junk City. They really know how to play this map.
Yeah, but that's the real Alcat play style, I think. That's what I saw in stage 2, where they really just let Ziad screen, you know, like they really play as like a 4-1 split. Their backline, they let Ziad screen off the enemy, play slower block, and then their backline just moves around and farms so much value taking angles on the enemy tank. And I think the D.Va makes it even better because it shuts Quartz down so much, you know, like Quartz is, I saw Quartz is picking that. Quartz is picking the ammo perk. Yeah, because the overclock's so useless. Like, you're shutting down the enemy's best player and putting Ziad on his best hero. Like, it really feels like a matchup that it's so good for Alcat.
Quartus, Lubda. Oh.
You didn't even see it till map 6 either.
Fucking, yeah, that's crazy actually. Fucking cinema.
Calix is just a winner.
Yeah.
Grand final for Qadsiah.
We're ready. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We are back on stage with Qadsiah. That was such an entertaining match to watch. Qadsiah takes it to the grand final, and they make history right here. OWCS grand final, the first Saudi team ever to do it. I have so many questions for you. So for our first question, you guys respected Twisted Minds comp in Symmetra. You guys played the mirror match up until the end, but then you had to ban it in map 5. Tell me the thought process behind it.
أول شيء أول ماب بندنا رام، حسبنا ميسم تشتغل، لكن راحوا زاريا يعني سواب منهم كويس. بعدين رحنا رام، قلنا نقدر نفوز بالميرور، لكن خسرنا ماب كوليسيو، قلنا ليش ما نبند سم؟ لأنه بندنا سم خسرنا.
So that wasn't part of their thought process in the beginning. They decided to ban it on the spot when
was that 300 though?
I think so, yeah.
Meet them in the mirror
Isn't
match.
that insane? You go to 6 and it's 300 though.
first team
It's just
ever
Ziad.
to make
It's
it to
the,
the
I mean,
OWCS
it's the
Grand
6-0
Final.
map,
First,
dude.
you and Ziad and all of your Saudi teammates are the first
That's
Saudi players to
so
make it to the
crazy.
It's so,
OWCS Grand
to be
Final.
fair, it's
How do you
so
feel?
tricky to win a best of 5 if your opponent gets 4 map picks, including the option to
Yeah.
pick any map in
We
the
have Saudi
series at the end, you know?
That's
and
Oh,
true.
you
Yeah.
should have
Saudi
got that
team,
kill up on the high ground.
Yeah,
on
like
Landon.
legit. Like,
Mhm.
it probably is
But
such
you know
a...
what this means. You
like,
just won an
oh,
elimination
think about
You're
match.
that
so
Atlas as
excited,
well,
then
you
it's
know?
a draw, and then you look and you think, oh, fuck, like they've got unlimited options of what to do now. Like, it's actually such an advantage for this map 6.
Yeah, they had to pick any map, any game mode, any ban they want, and you've run out of bans. Like TM can't ban Diva, they can't ban Kiri, they can't ban fucking anything. Like they just have to play Alcad's game in the final hour. Which I guess is their fault for losing more maps, but oh,
This is a big moment
Bang.
for the Saudi fans.
I'm just seeing Yubi on that fucking high ground, dude.
I thought Landon was
Oh.
dead, you know, like I thought he had
Give the
it.
goat some help, like an amp, a Lucio amp, a boop, a Soj slide, a lamp, like anything in that map just ends on the spot, I think.
That's true. Why are they crushing the key if there's a third place game? But I guess even in the third place
They're
game, they're
out
not going to
of
have
winning.
both teams get
Yeah,
crushed,
they're
are
Is there a
they?
third?
Yeah.
They're
Is
still
there a third
eliminated.
disco? Oh shit.
Yeah, there was.
There's only one
Oh.
key. Only one key going to be left at the end.
He waved at it!
I hit.
Zeke Kerman, thanks for the prime.
So third place games are always like pretty soulless. Yeah, there's the TP ball.
Well, how does he?
Right,
Oh, okay, oh my, that's okay. It's not even Ziad at all. That's insane from
It's just
Checkmate, by the
checkmate,
way.
yeah, it's all
Checkmate.
checkmate.
Checkmate just makes this cool. Like, there's no way it's planned, right? Like, Checkmate just sees
Alex
it
is
and
so
goes,
chill, by the way.
it'll be fun, won't it? Should we TP and see what happens?
What
I
the
think
fuck?
Ziad's
That
just
is.
bombing, you know?
that
Like, I
is
don't think
in-
that's
yeah, you
planned.
got
Yeah,
this. He lost
Ziad's
suit,
just-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
lost
then
to Checkmate.
Checkmate's just on the high ground. And he's like,
It's just
I'll bring
Checkmate.
this over here. This is a good shout. you know?
He kills a full HP, full resource ram with ram ult.
Oh my god.
Holy
'Cause-
shit.
I mean,
dude.
of course, because
That's-
KSA's not fucking expecting it, is he? Look when this bomb is.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't expect that. You
And
just
it's
can't
perfect
outplay
timing
that.
as well. Like, it detonates the second it comes out, so there's no
How
chance
do you
to
win?
react.
How do you win against that?
You
dude?
know,
That
like,
is
there's no
actually-
chance.
Funny Astro
That's-
and KSA dead. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They had
Look
overclocking
at
symbol, right?
Look at Calex's
That-
winning reaction.
Yeah,
so
they had
chill,
clock,
isn't he?
they had clock symbol and ram ult, and then Checkmate just like Thanos snaps the point anchor, and oh my god.
I mean, you
Everyone
guys were
is
saying it.
screwed.
You guys were
Look
saying
at-
it mid-series, but the sim play is just insane. Like, this is the type, like, it's actually, I know it's just pressing a TP onto
Nah,
a bomb,
it's
but
nuts,
it's
bro.
so high level in
That's
the
one
moment
of the
like
best
that, you know?
players I've ever seen. I
Yeah.
think. Like people complain about Brawl being like EU Brawl low skill, dive so much skill, but this is like one of the highest skill cap like comps I think I've seen in Overwatch now. Like the level
Calyx
these
is
two
too
fucking teams are
cold.
playing sim at.
It's especially with like the
Landon's
contrast of Landon is just
Yes,
like hulking out, you know,
Like,
like
Landon's-
red in the face, and Kellex is just like headphones off, another day at the office.
Landon is fully losing his mind, and Calix is just aura farming, like
Just
slow
like, yeah.
removal of like, that is
Alex-
actually
Bro,
awesome.
I'm seeing Kelex's like media day photos. He shows more emotion than he shows when he wins a map 6. Like,
He's so chill about it. Like, they're gonna win it all, dude. They're gonna win it all.
I don't know. I think TM had a higher chance of beating T1 in the grand finals. I think I think Alcad on that good versus the dive stuff with this. I think TM are much better against it. I
I'm
think
just thinking the
Alcad are
Diva
better.
Diva might be a nice matchup. I think that might be the difference maker if they can make the
Yeah, I
Diva
don't know.
work.
I hope so, but I don't know.
But Don
I
Hack
think
is
I
way-
was
Don
more
Hack's probably
confident
way-
if TM were in the final than if Alcad were.
Yeah.
But let's
T1
see. I
might
think
not even make it,
if Falcons win, then we can really. I think EU is
Yes.
in an unreal
Yes.
spot
I think-
here.
I don't know who's going to win that semi-final, but I think T1 have a higher chance of winning against the EU teams than Falcons do, if that makes sense.
Is that true? Do you think so?
I mean, I think
Still
Falcons
all?
are just going to take... Falcons just
Yeah.
love ground tank mirroring. this
Yeah, they're
tournament.
just
Like,
going to take
Falcons
ram
are gonna-
mirrors and they're not going to play sim. So I
Then
think.
Don Hack's going
I
to roll
thought they
out on
played
ball. Who
They play
Falcons or
a
T1?
bit of sim, but I think there's a real chance Proper plays more Venture and tries to take the sim mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think like the way I see it is whenever these international teams play against dive, it's always so hard because of how little practice you get against it. Generally, you know, like for Alcad, like if you ask Alcad if they want to ground tank mirror Falcons or go against Donghack on fucking dive heroes, I think they're much more familiar with the ground tanks. But that's my take anyway. Maybe they think differently about
What
the
do I
matchup.
know?
But what do I know? I'm sat here watching. Like, what do I know?
Is there no losers interview?
I think
guess
there
not.
normally is.
But-
This time there wasn't, you know?
Will they sort of
Yeah,
fold it
just
into
some of
the third place, maybe?
There's no one on the
Oh,
desk.
that's so
either.
boring.
They normally put
I
one of the
don't know.
winners on this desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing like Falcons walkouts right now. So
Oh, really?
yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah, really
Yeah, it
good
was.
game.
It's funny as well because we sort of when we talked about it last night as well and a bit before today we're like, well, you know, this one's definitely going to go 5. It always does. But it actually delivers. It's
went
impeccable.
6.
Yeah, like, somehow surpassed expectations. Yeah.
It's actually.
I'm so annoyed. I got spoiled. Like, I came out and
Oh,
it was
really?
already 100. It was like 100-0 because at 5 minutes ahead. So it was 100-0 already on the first round. And then I sit down and I start casting. And as soon as I start casting, I can hear them fucking like I can hear the production talking. So it's like it's obvious
Oh.
that
Yeah.
they've just been fucking pumped. Like,
It's actually generational. Like, Kellex played in the Owl Season 1, though, and he's pulling up to Grand
Yes.
Finals in EWC. Like, there's only no one else in this tournament's getting even close to that. Like, anyone left in the Korean side of the
It's
bracket.
coaches only, you know, like who are close
Yeah,
to
the
that.
coaches. Oh, that's
Kellex
Kellex.
interview?
Oh, he's fucking
It's
muted.
muted.
Oh, was he on the desk?
Yeah, pulling up the mainstream now.
Oh, hold on. Give me a sec, chat. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Right.
Also give me a sec, chat.
also, give me a sec, chat.
Thanks, chat.
Appreciate all the seconds.
And at the beginning of this year, I was not on
All
a
right,
team, and then
let's think it on
Lepte from
when the
Qadsiah
transition is happening.
reached out to me, asking
We
me if
don't
I
have
wanted
to
to join them.
Hold on. You saying you want to sync it?
Should we pause it when
Oh, no,
Dr.
no, no.
Suleiman Al Habib medical group shows up?
Wait, hold on. Just get the YouTube up.
Yeah, I've paused
Where
it
the
as
hell
Dr.
is-
Habib Medical.
Wait, where the hell is the Dr. Habib bit? Is that
It's like
after
a-
Kellex?
Happy you
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Ah, yeah, I see. I got it.
Give me a
You
sec.
on the? Are you on the bit?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the Doctor banner.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Dictating the pace of the game. A big
It's like a
Wait.
banner that shows up while he's talking.
Is it before all the highlights and stuff? I'm like. Okay,
No,
fine.
I
it's
mean, it's
awesome.
actually quite
Alex
awkward
is
to
on the
find.
screen. Alex is on the
I've got it.
It wasn't easy.
He's like,
was a big-
they
it's
ask
all
him
because
like
they
how
were
he got
really
to the point in
and
this point in his
1 minute
career,
away
how long he's been playing for, and then it comes up.
Pacing himself.
You
Give
got
me
it,
a
X?
sec, guys. Sorry, no. It's loading. It's not happy with how much I'm jumping around. Hold.
I
Here?
think Twisted Minds early on in the they can
Oh,
think
there he is.
across the board has been
Hello.
immaculate full series.
Oh shit! No, he's gonna fuck.
Playing
I don't think
Hang on, you guys can do your interview segment. I got someone else here. I gotta get on this.
really
Yes.
tired.
That was a long game.
Alright, I just got
and
the post-match Kellex Amazon stats.
Yeah, it's just after this. It's just after this.
7 years.
Alright, yeah, Dr. Suleimani Habib
Yeah.
medical thing.
Yeah.
Alright,
3,
okay.
2, 1.
But yeah, it's roughly around there. And then at the beginning of this year, I was not on a team, and then Lepte from Qadsiah reached out to me, asking me if I wanted to join them for stage 2, and I said, yeah, why not?
And I think they're very happy
not?
you said yes. Some crucial plays during this final game. Talk to me, though, about the Game 5. What were the comms when you found out there were 9 seconds left on the clock and TM was going to get one more shot on you on Blizzard World?
Yeah, we were talking about having to touch, get it under 1 minute, but we tried our hardest, and then suddenly they had 8 more seconds, and we failed, and I was like, oh, no way, it's gonna slip away from us. But we did a good hold in the overtime and won the map 6, easily.
Yeah, talk to me about the Diva then going into map 6, because we talked about it already here on the desk. Very even matchup. You go to map 5. You banned the Symmetra actually, which caused that entire situation in the first place. But then map 6, New Dunk City, this was just night and day. And Siad's Diva, you guys were just playing this composition flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, we always had the Diva comp in our head if we really wanted to. I think the previous map, we talked about it, but we didn't want to commit to it yet. And then on this map, we knew that Diva comp is better, at least for us. So we thought, why not just play it here? And as you can see, it worked really well.
It did work, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a massive moment for you guys. I also noticed one thing throughout the series from your Luke. I felt like you got a lot of the better sound barriers in the match. Like getting that second sound barrier, a lot of those fights. As soon as I see your beat come down, I'm like, oh, they already won. Like, that's perfect timing. How do you guys create that situation where you're kind of always in the sort of tactical advantage? I feel like I see that always from Qadsiah. You guys always have the last word in terms of ultimate.
I think it's just because we have better neutrals. We really drilled that comp for many weeks, months. So I think I always want to have the second beat, and I tell that to my team. So we always, you know, have really good neutrals, and then I can make sure that we have the better beat and end up winning a fight.
So talk to me, Kellex. 2024 World Finals. I did an interview with you and the Ents, and we talked about what it would mean to win a championship. And back then, you talked about it and you said, this could be my last chance. This World Finals could be my last chance. And now you get picked up by Qadsiah mid-year, and now you qualified for the grand finals. You're
one away, bro.
You're one away. What does this mean for you, and how are you feeling going into that grand finals later today?
I mean, it means everything to me. In my whole 7 years of playing this game professionally, I've never won anything major. So yeah, finally being in a grand final, I really want to win it all, because then I can look back and actually be satisfied. You know, at the end, I finally got that one trophy that mattered the most.
Well, let's take a look at the bracket, because your job is done for now, but you'll be taking the stage again in hopefully about 3 or 4 hours. Qadsiah, our first team to advance to the championship match, will be playing the winner of T1 or Falcons coming up next. Who would you rather play? Are there any rivalries brewing on this stage?
I mean, I would prefer to play Falcons, but that's because they play similar comps to us, and I think we have the most experience against those. I also think they're weaker than Twisted Minds, to be honest, in the sim comps. But T1, they have some interesting dive comps, especially Donghak on the Doom. He is absolutely crazy. So I'm worried if we play against him, he might go crazy.
Kellex, I've been a fan since the first 2 years of the Overwatch League. It
amazing
is
desk
fantastic
from us,
to
Chris.
see you here in 2025 playing
We
for a
know what we're
championship
talking
in
about,
Riyadh.
Thank you.
That is Kellex. We're going to go let him celebrate with his team. When we come back, we have our second
I'm looking at this
semifinal.
tweet. The last time
T1 is
Kellex
taking
was in
on
a Tier 1
Falcons.
finals,
If
he had a
you're enjoying
Vast
the
on his
show,
team as a
download the
support player.
EWC app for free. Go get it right now. See you on the other side.
Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025
That's an insane tweet.
Wait, I don't. Yeah, okay, should be back. Wow, what a game, eh? What a start to the day.
What a game.
Yeah, can't complain.
How long do we? Yeah. Wait, how long do we have till next game? Is it starting